police station in connection with the stampede that had stampede-like situation that had taken place on the 4th of December at Sandhya Theatre. We'll just, as you can see here, how the security is deployed here. But however, now Allu Arjun has left from here.
Absolutely. So the big breaking news we have right now, the interrogation has ended after 4 hours. Thank you so much, Aneri, for joining us with those details and ground inputs coming in on that story. All right, we step into a short break, viewers, but don't go anywhere as the political face-off over Ambedkar is only intensifying now with protest after protest, and now there is BJP who's going to hold a press conference to counter the Congress party. Stay tuned.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, mass comm, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
Good afternoon, viewers. You're watching Republic TV and I am Rakshita Mishra with you. The big story that we're tracking at this hour is Allu Arjun being finally now relieved from the grilling that took place for around 4 hours. He has just left the police station. He's going straight home. We'll get you more details on that first up the headlines at 3 p.m. Congress government attacks Allu Arjun. Pushpa actor heads home after being questioned by the cops for nearly 4 hours. CCTV footage from the night of stampede shows security personnel struggling to control the crowd. There's no end to the face-off over Ambedkar. BJP's top ministers to hold a press conference to counter the Congress party. A major crackdown on Bangladeshi immigration racket in Delhi. 21 fake Aadhaars recovered so far. And Jaishankar to kick off the 6-day US visit, last engagement during Biden's tenure between India and United States. So we start with the breaking news coming in from Hyderabad. Allu Arjun was questioned by the Hyderabad police for around 4 hours and now he has left from the police station. There were multiple questions that were asked him, of course, and now he is going back home after being grilled by the Hyderabad police for almost 4 hours. So this is the latest update we're getting in right now on the Allu Arjun case. Remember, he's out on interim bail, and cops have grilled him for around 4 hours. And in fact, his bouncer, remember, has also been arrested. This happened yesterday. And right now, we do not know yet the next step of action as far as the Hyderabad police is concerned. But Allu Arjun has now headed home from Chikatpalli police station. And he is allowed to go home after some intense questioning, intense grilling. Aneri, my colleague, joins us from outside the police station. Aneri, more details, please, about the interrogation.
Well, Rakshita, what we are seeing is that after almost 4 hours of questioning that went on for actor Allu Arjun at the Chikatpalli police station, he has now left from the police station and he is heading towards his home. Just 10 minutes back, he had left from Chikatpalli police station, and almost for 4 hours, the questioning for the actor Allu Arjun went on. And what we are being told is that he was questioned by the ACP, DCP, and also the CI was there for the questioning there at the Chikatpalli police station. But also at the same time, we have been seeing is that there were certain questions that were asked as per to the security of Allu Arjun that was present that day on the day of the premiere show of Pushpa 2 at the Sandhya Theatre, and also about the incident. When did he get to know about the incident was also one of the questions that was asked by the police officials. Meanwhile, the police had also talked about and questioned Allu Arjun about the information. They basically asked him that whether they had he got information. He got information of about the incident from the ACP or the DCP. Did the ACP and DCP approach him? Was asked by the police officials, whereas Allu Arjun replied saying no, they had not approached him and he did not know about the incident on the 4th of December, whereas he got to know about it the next day, that is on the 5th of December. Is what he got to know, and after which only we had seen that how Allu Arjun had also released a video statement and also apologized to the family, where he had also announced an ex gratia of rupees 25 lakhs to the family, victim's family there back then on the 5th of December. So the series of events that went on following which today we had seen Allu Arjun had appeared for questioning at the Chikatpalli police. He had come along with his legal team and his father.
Chandrasekhar Reddy there at the police station for the questioning. So almost for the 4 hours, Allu Arjun was questioned by the police officials, and also what would be the next move by the police officials remains to be seen. And what exactly went on, we'll just try and get more details as per that is concerned, and what questioning had taken place. We'll also try and get more details into that regard. But now Allu Arjun has left for his home. And he's not being taken to the Sandhya Theatre for scene recreation. Basically, that's the scene of offence where the woman had lost her life. And also at the same time, police officials had though mentioned that if necessary, he would be taken to the scene of offence.
Yeah. In fact, last night his bouncer Anthony was also arrested. In fact, we can clearly see that the Revan Reddy government is going all out against the Pushpa actor, the superstar Allu Arjun. And the fact that BRS and BJP are also alleging that this is clearly vendetta against Allu Arjun. What are you picking up on the front? What's going to happen next as far as his bouncer's custody is concerned? Will he be taken to the Sandhya Theatre, or what really happens next?
Well, Rakshita, in regard with the bouncer who was arrested by the police officials yesterday, bouncer Anthony, he is said to be one of the main person for pushing the crowd there, because there was huge crowd, as we have seen in the CCTV also, how the crowd had gathered there to catch the glimpse of the actor who had arrived at Sandhya Theatre. And the police officials have alleged and stated that the bouncers and security of Allu Arjun were seen pushing the crowd behind, because there was a huge crowd that was trying to catch the glimpse of actor there, that's the reason why we see that the police officials have arrested bouncer Anthony, who is said to be one of the main persons in all of this in the case. And also it is most likely that he would be taken to Sandhya Theatre for scene recreation. Well, we are yet to get any sort of confirmation on that, but most likely he would be taken to Sandhya Theatre for scene recreation.
Right, thank you so much, Nini, for joining us for those details. In fact, the political face-off is only intensifying, viewers. It's simmering over this entire case. The BJP and BRS is saying that the Revan Reddy government is only using extreme measures against Allu Arjun. Congress, meanwhile, saying that the guilty has to face action. So take a listen in to those statements coming in from across the parties.
न्याय सबके साथ एक होना चाहिए। आज रेवंत रेड्डी के सरकार ने वो मनमाना कर रहे, जो चाहे उसको अरेस्ट कर रहे, जो चाहे उनको छोड़ दे रहे। उनके खुद की गांव में उनके भाई के वजह से साई रेड्डी बोल के एक सरपंच, मैं इनका भाई मेरे को बहुत हरास कर रहे, वो हरासमेंट के लिए मैं खुदकुशी कर रहा हूँ बोल के सुसाइड कर लिया। वो केस अभी तक रजिस्टर भी नहीं हुआ। रेवंत रेड्डी का भाई के नाम पे एफआईआर नहीं हुआ, या उनका भाई को आज तक अरेस्ट नहीं कर चुके हैं। आज तेलंगाना में बहुत सारे मुद्दे हैं। सो एससी एसटी बीसी हॉस्टल्स में, रेजिडेंशियल स्कूल्स में 50 से ऊपर बच्चे मर जा रहे हैं। फूड पॉइजन हो रहा, स्नेक बाइट्स हो रहा, इलेक्ट्रिक शॉक हो रहा, डॉग बाइट्स हो रहा। उसके लिए किसी का जिम्मेदारी नहीं बनता, उसके लिए रेवंत रेड्डी को टाइम नहीं मिलता है। लेकिन इन्होंने आज 2-2 घंटा असेंबली में बहुत सारे स्टेट में इश्यूज है। किसानों का इशू है, लेबर का इशू है, दलितों का इशू है, माइनॉरिटीज़ का इशू है। उसके लिए बात करने के लिए टाइम नहीं है रेवंत रेड्डी को। लेकिन 2-2 घंटा एक फिल्म एक्टर के पीछे पड़ के वो एक पर्सनलाइज्ड टारगेट करके जा रहा है।
I don't know too much about the facts about this, but the way that the Chief Minister of Telangana, this gentleman Revanth Reddy, and working with this rabble-rousing MLA called Akbaruddin Owaisi are targeting a movie star seems to me something that is suspicious, something that has an ulterior motive. These politicians have made it a business. Many politicians have made it a business of extortions and putting these kinds of pressures on people. I don't know if this is the case, but certainly I think there is more that meets the eye, more than that what meets the eye, in the way that there is this dubious collaboration between Revanth Reddy and Akbaruddin Owaisi when it comes to this particular gentleman actor Allu Arjun. And he has apologized, as I understand. He has tried to make amends to the families who were affected by the riot, and the family themselves have withdrawn the case. So what seems to be the case here is some sort of an underlying motive that is not visible to us and that is not obvious.
We strongly condemn that attack. Congress party never encourages such attacks. We never encourage any violence. And as it was very much clarified by none other than our Honorable Chief Minister in the Assembly itself, that this is a transparent government and we are not going to see any profiles, whether they are big or small. But law will take its own course.
Republic TV says Republic TV has gathered the inside details. Sources tell Republic TV about the inside details. What really happened during Allu Arjun's 4-hour-long questioning. So Allu Arjun, he was answered all the questions without hesitations. As per the sources, Arjun gave answers to many of the questions, the key questions asked by the Hyderabad police. Police, in fact, went on to ask that did Allu Arjun get to know about the news of Revati's death the next day, as he had claimed in the press conference, to which Arjun responded saying that he got to know about the death of the woman next day, the next morning. Also, another question that was asked, did the ACP and DCP meet him in the auditorium? He denied those. He said that none of them, neither the ACP nor the DCP met him in the auditorium, and that a falsehood has been spread about him via media. Aneri joins us live on the broadcast, getting us those inside details. Aneri, over to you about the interrogation details.
Well, Rakshita, the inside details, inside information which we have accessed is that there were certain questions that were asked to actor Allu Arjun, and those seem to be in regard with the security of Allu Arjun, which he had brought along with him at the Sandhya Theatre, and another one being about the death of Revati at the Sandhya Theatre, and also what Allu Arjun states is that he got to know about the incident the next day. So this is the information, this is a very important questioning which went on for actor Allu Arjun, and also at the same time he was asked about if ACP or DCP had approached him on the day when he was watching the movie. Was he approached by any of the officers? Well, remember, the police officials had very clearly stated that twice they went and they met the team of Allu Arjun, but they did not respond properly, and later the DCP had gone ahead and met Allu Arjun and informed him about the incident. But now there is a contradictory statement that's coming in from Allu Arjun during the interrogation, where he has replied that no one had approached him during the screening of the movie at Sandhya Theatre on the 4th of December. No, ACP or DCP did not meet him, is what Allu Arjun has stated. So now clearly two different statements coming in. On one side, we see that police is going defensive, whereas Allu Arjun has now stated that no, they did not approach him, and there was a false information that was being spread against him.
Absolutely. In fact, that's the big takeaway coming in. Allu Arjun contradicting the police's version of being informed and saying that it's only lies being spread via media. We'll leave it at that for the moment, Aneri. We slip into a very, very short breaks, but Republic TV will be continuing to get you more exclusive details on the stampede case, the interrogation, the 4-hour-long interrogation of Allu Arjun as the questioning ended just a while back. Viewers, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
All the different hoaxes, and the new one is President Trump has ceded the presidency to Elon Musk. No, that's not happening. But Elon's done an amazing job. Isn't it nice to have smart people that we can rely on? Right? Don't we want that? All all the different hoaxes. And the new one is President Trump has ceded the presidency to Elon Musk. No, that's not happening. But Elon's done an amazing job. Isn't it nice to have smart people that we can rely on? Right? Don't we want that? And he supplied Starlink for North Carolina when they had no form of communication. They said, "Sir, do you know Elon Musk?" "Yeah." "Well, we can't get Starlink. It's very hard to get." And I called Elon, "We have to get some up there. You got to get some up there." And he got over 2,000 units. It's a lot. And they flooded it with Starlink, and it was so good. It saved a lot of lives, so we want to thank him. But no, he's not going to be president, that I can tell you. And I'm safe. You know why? He can't be. He wasn't born in this country.
All right, viewers, so we are getting in the latest update on the stampede death case. Allu Arjun, of course, the eye of a storm, and now he has been allowed to go home after 4-hour-long questioning. And the CCTV footage that has been accessed by Republic TV is being played to the left side of your screens. You can see the bouncer with the stick in the hand, and we hardly see any security personnel. Clearly, they are unable to control the mob frenzy there, the stampede. And after being grilled for 4 hours, Allu Arjun has left the police station just a while back. And that's the latest update we're getting in right now. Remember, Allu Arjun is on bail, but he was summoned for questioning in this case. And what we know, as far as the inside details are concerned, is that he has denied the police's version, contradicted the police's version, and also answered all the questions without any hesitation. Take a look at the multiple reactions coming in from across political parties. First up is BJP's Shahzad Poonawalla. Listen in.
देखिए, अब तो ये साफ है कि कांग्रेस पार्टी की तेलंगाना सरकार किसी भी तरीके से इसको झुकाना है, इस मानसिकता से, इस इमरजेंसी मानसिकता से काम कर रही है। क्योंकि पहले भी उन्होंने जिस प्रकार से ओवररीच करके गिरफ्तार किया, जिस पर हाईकोर्ट की टिप्पणी और हाईकोर्ट का फैसला आ गया है, उसके बाद जिस प्रकार से लगातार उनके घर पे पथराव होना, जिसमें कांग्रेस का डायरेक्ट लिंक निकल कर आया है। पथराव करने वाला रेवंत रेड्डी जी का करीबी भी है और कोडंगल यूथ कांग्रेस का अध्यक्ष भी है, चुनाव भी लड़ा है उनके टिकट पर। तो इससे स्पष्ट है कि कांग्रेस पार्टी केवल और केवल बदले की भावना से ग्रसित होकर, वेंडेटा पॉलिटिक्स से ग्रसित होकर प्रताड़ित करने के लिए लगातार कर रही है। आज उनको बुलाया भी है और शायद सुप्रीम कोर्ट भी जा रही है इनकी इंटरिम बेल या बेल कैंसिल करवाने के लिए।
We will be sipping a short break, but Republic TV's coverage coming in from ground zero will continue. Allu Arjun's questioning has ended. Republic TV has accessed the inside details as well of that interrogation. We'll get you more on the other side. Stay tuned.
उस दिन सनसेट देखने छज्जे पे चढ़ा, टूट गया।
हाँ, तू किसने बोला घर की दीवार पे रॉक क्लाइंबिंग करने को?
सफीना बदतमीजी।
समझ गया। मेरे पास आप दोनों की प्रॉब्लम की मेडिसिन है। इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
With the stroke of my pen on day one, we're going to stop the transgender lunacy. Under the Trump administration, it will be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female. With the stroke of my pen on day one, we're going to stop the transgender lunacy. And I will sign executive orders to end child sexual mutilation, get transgender out of the military and out of our elementary schools and middle schools and high school. And we will keep men out of women's sports. And that will likewise be done on day one. Should I do day one, day two, or day three? How about day one, right? Under the Trump administration, it will be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
And he sent me this text message with this Elizabeth Warren tweet, and he's like, I don't know what the hell Two-Spirit is. We just wanted to be left the hell alone. Yeah. And I think that, frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if me and Trump won just the normal gay guy vote.
Oh,
because,
sure.
Again, they just wanted to be left the hell alone, and now you have all this crazy stuff on top of it that they're like, well, no, we didn't want to give pharmaceutical products to 9-year-olds who are transitioning their genders. We just wanted to be left the hell alone.
Well, a lot of gay guys feel like the whole movement is homophobic, which is ironic because they think that there's people think there's something wrong with being gay, so what you really are is a girl.
Yes.
And they think that a lot of this is being given, these thoughts are being given to gay kids. These kids will just grow up to be gay men, and instead you're getting them to convert their gender.
It's pharmaceutical conversion therapy.
So let's talk about children. Children are...
Republic TV gets you the inside details of the interrogation of Allu Arjun. Congress government is also attacking Allu Arjun now. Meanwhile, the Pushpa actor is heading home after being questioned by the cops for nearly 4 hours. More on the other side. Don't go anywhere.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, masscom, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
With the stroke of my pen on day one, we're going to stop the transgender lunacy. Under the Trump administration, it will be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female. With the stroke of my pen on day one, we're going to stop the transgender lunacy. And I will sign executive orders to end child sexual mutilation, get transgender out of the military and out of our elementary schools and middle schools and high school. And we will keep men out of women's sports.
Thank you for staying with Republic. I'm Suesha Samt, and we continue to get you the latest on Allu Arjun, as Republic has been able to access the possible list of questions that were posed to Allu Arjun as he denies the Hyderabad police's version. That and much more in this edition. First, a quick check of the headlines we're tracking. Congress government attacks Allu Arjun. Pushpa actor heads home after being questioned by cops for nearly 4 hours. CCTV footage from night of stampede shows security personnel seen struggling to control the crowd. No interface off over Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. BJP's top ministers to hold news conference to counter Congress. And we get you these live pictures as actor Allu Arjun has reached home. Those are the pictures from his residence. He was questioned for 4 long hours by the cops at Chikkarpalli police station, after which he has been brought back home. Remember, he has denied the Hyderabad police's version. This is what we've gathered from our sources. Republic not just got you exclusive CCTV footage of what had happened on the night of the 4th of December when the theatre stampede happened, but also the possible list of questions that have been asked to actor Allu Arjun. Let me cut across to Aneri, who has been tracking every single movement of Allu Arjun. For the latest details, as the actor has just arrived home, what next for him? Aneri.
Well, that's right, Suesha. What we have been seeing is that there is a lot of developments that have been going on, where on one side we have been seeing that how Allu Arjun was arrested, and also later he was taken in custody by the police office. He was shifted to Chanchalguda jail, and now as far as the questioning is concerned, we have been seeing that Allu Arjun was interrogated for almost 4 hours of time, and also at the same time we are seeing that Allu Arjun was asked about did he know about the death of the family of the victim, who is undergoing the deceased woman's son is still undergoing treatment at Kim's hospital, and we are seeing that Allu Arjun's interrogation that went on for 4 hours. He was asked about did the police officials approach him at the theater when he was watching the film, and also at the same time some more details which we have been seeing is that Allu Arjun was there along with his legal team and his father Allu Arjun and father-in-law Chandrasekhar Reddy there at the police station for 4 hours of questioning that went on for Allu Arjun. Well, definitely there is a different version that has come in from whereas there's a different version that is coming from from Allu Arjun, as far as where police has been saying that they had approached him during in the theater, but then Allu Arjun says that no one had approached him and there's a false information that is being spread against him.
Aniri, do stay on with us. So we'll also put out the possible list of questions that were posed to Allu Arjun, and we'll try and flash them on our screens, because from asking him about his bouncers to questioning him on the agency that provides bouncers and whether they had permission to come to the theatre, whether he had been permitted by the police, and did the theatre owners, I beg your pardon, the theatre management inform Allu Arjun that he should not have come that night. Another question that was possibly asked to him on whether he had information about the bouncers pushing police officers on duty at Sandhya Theatre. He was asked when he learnt about the death of Revati. He was asked whether the theatre management had informed him that the police had not granted permission to Allu Arjun and the production team to come to the theatre for the premiere show. He was also asked as to why his security did not inform the police about the fact that the actor had planned to come to Sandhya Theatre on the 4th of December for the Pushpa 2 premiere. All these questions that were asked to the actor. And I want to go back to Aneri. Aneri, as Republic has been able to access the list of questions that were asked to Allu Arjun, I believe we've also gathered from our sources that he answered every question without any hesitation. He said that he learnt about the woman's death the next day. Please give us details of how Allu Arjun responded.
Well, Suesha, what we are seeing and what we are being told through our sources, on one side that there were certain questions and very important questions that were put forth by the police officials to Allu Arjun. On one side we see that Allu Arjun was questioned about the bouncers, basically the bouncers which were there along with him at the Sandhya Theatre, because remember the police officials has made a statement that the bouncers of Allu Arjun had pushed the crowd there at Sandhya Theatre, and which led to a stampede like situation. And also at the same time the police officials had asked him about whether he has permission of the security and whether he has permissions of the bouncers to be brought to the theatre. And also at the same time he was asked about the death of the woman who lost her life at Sandhya Theatre, for which we have got to know that Allu Arjun has stated that no, he did not know about it on that day, whereas he got to know about it on the 4th of on the next day, that is on the 5th of December, he got to know about it. And also what we are being told is that he was questioned about why did your security not inform the police about the arrival, about your arrival at the theatre on the 4th of December. Remember, this is the question that has been going on since the day one, since the incident had taken place. Well, remember earlier also the police officials had stated that Allu Arjun or his team, basically his team management, had not informed the police about the arrival of actor Allu Arjun at the Sandhya Theatre, because when the police officials had stated that Allu Arjun did not take any permission, basically his team did not inform the police officials about his arrival, and the same question was asked to him as well. Why didn't his team basically not inform about his arrival at the theatre?
All right, do stay on, Aneri, as we've also picked up further details of how Allu Arjun's bouncer was arrested last evening. This over Sandhya Theatre stampede during Pushpa 2 premiere, where the police has alleged that the bouncer not just pushed crowds but also police officials who were on duty. This, as we understand, that Allu Arjun has denied the police's version. Anthony, Allu Arjun's bouncer, his picture on your screens right now, was arrested by the police last evening. Aneri, what more on Anthony do we know?
Well, right now, Suesha, definitely the bouncer's role is said to be very important as far as the investigation is concerned, and also
समय पर इन लोगों के द्वारा किए गए भारत के संविधान के शिल्पी बाबा साहब डॉक्टर भीमराव अंबेडकर के अपमान से पर्दा उठाने के लिए, ध्यान आकर्षित करने के लिए अत्यंत महत्वपूर्ण है। हम सब जानते हैं, देश की आजादी के आंदोलन में और संविधान निर्माण के दौरान और स्वतंत्र भारत में बाबा साहब डॉक्टर भीमराव अंबेडकर का एक बड़ा योगदान था। अत्यंत महत्वपूर्ण उनकी भूमिका समय समय पर रही। वे भारत माता के एक महान सपूत थे। उन्होंने विपरीत परिस्थितियों में तमाम प्रकार के सामाजिक बंधनों का सामना करते हुए उच्च शिक्षा अर्जित की, वित्त और अर्थव्यवस्था के क्षेत्र में, कानून के क्षेत्र में दुनिया की सर्वश्रेष्ठ डिग्री अर्जित की, और फिर उसके माध्यम से उन्होंने भारत को अपने उस ज्ञान से आलोकित करने में अपनी पूरी ताकत लगाई। भारत के संविधान के शिल्पी के रूप में हर भारतवासी बाबा साहब डॉक्टर भीमराव अंबेडकर के प्रति श्रद्धा और सम्मान का भाव रखता है। एक और भारतवासी के मन में बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर के प्रति श्रद्धा और सम्मान का भाव, बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर के सपने का भारत बनाने के लिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी सदैव पूरी ईमानदारी और प्रतिबद्धता के साथ कार्य की है। श्रद्धेय अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी का यह जन्म शताब्दी वर्ष है और कल उनके जन्म सदी का एक आयोजन भी पूरे देश के अंदर होने जा रहा है। अटल जी की सरकार रही हो या आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में चलने वाली भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार, सदैव बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर की भावनाओं के अनुरूप भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर को सम्मान दिया, उन भावनाओं को प्रतिनिधित्व दिया और हर स्तर पर उनके प्रति श्रद्धा और सम्मान का भाव रखा। चाहे वे पंच तीर्थ याद करें, बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर का जन्म मऊ मध्य प्रदेश के जिस क्षेत्र में हुआ था वहां पर भारतीय जनता पार्टी के तत्कालीन मुख्यमंत्री श्री सुंदरलाल पटवा जी ने स्मारक बनाने का काम किया था और उसका उद्घाटन सरदार अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी के द्वारा किया गया। दिल्ली में अंबेडकर सेंटर के लिए भूमि प्रदान किया था स्वर्गीय चंद्रशेखर जी ने और वहां पर अंबेडकर इंटरनेशनल सेंटर की स्थापना आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी ने किया। दीक्षा भूमि नागपुर में भव्य स्मारक बनाने का कार्य हो या फिर इंग्लैंड में जहां पर बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर ने उच्च शिक्षा अर्जित की थी, वहां पर बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर का भव्य स्मारक बनाने का कार्य हो या फिर मुंबई के चैत्य भूमि, ये पंच तीर्थ जो बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर से जुड़े हुए हैं, ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने बनाए हैं और बाबा साहब की स्मृति को जीवंत बनाए रख करके सदैव सदैव के लिए भारत के अंदर वंचितों और दलितों के लिए एक आशा की किरण के रूप में बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर को सम्मान दिया। आज जो कुछ भी कार्य मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में चलने वाली एनडीए की सरकार के द्वारा किए जा रहे हैं, जिनमें पहली बार दलित और वंचित शासन की योजना का हिस्सा ईमानदारी के साथ बन रहा है, चाहे वह हर घर में शौचालय बनाने का कार्य हो, हर एक परिवार को, वंचित और दलित परिवार को आवास की सुविधा, सिर ढकने के लिए आवास की सुविधा हो, स्वास्थ्य बीमा का कवर देने का कार्य हो, चाहे वह देश के अंदर 80 करोड़ लोगों को राशन की सुविधा उपलब्ध करवाने का कार्य हो, अनुसूचित जाति, जनजाति और अन्य वंचित तबके को शासन की सभी प्रकार की सुविधाओं से आच्छादित करने का कार्य हो, ये सभी प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में देश के अंदर बखूबी चल रहा है। बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर इसी बात के लिए सदैव प्रेरणा प्रदान करते थे। इसी प्रेरणा से प्रेरित होकर के भारतीय जनता पार्टी अपने इस अभियान को पूरी ईमानदारी और प्रतिबद्धता के साथ आगे बढ़ा रही है। एक और भारतीय जनता पार्टी उन मूल्यों, उन आदर्शों के प्रति समर्पित होकर के कार्य कर रही है, तो दूसरी तरफ कांग्रेस, जिसका इतिहास देश के अंदर भारत के दलितों और वंचितों का अपमान करना, जिसका इतिहास तुष्टीकरण के आधार पर दलितों और वंचितों को उनके अधिकारों से पूरी तरह रोकने की एक कुत्सित चेष्टा का हिस्सा रहा है, और दूसरी तरफ तुष्टीकरण के आधार पर देश को विभाजन के कगार तक पहुंचाने का कार्य भी कांग्रेस ने किया। कौन नहीं जानता है कि पंडित नेहरू नहीं चाहते थे कि बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर संविधान सभा का हिस्सा बने। कांग्रेस नहीं चाहती थी कि बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर को संविधान सभा के ड्राफ्टिंग कमेटी का अध्यक्ष बनाया जाए, और राष्ट्रपिता महात्मा गांधी के हस्तक्षेप के बाद यह संभव हो पाया। और कांग्रेस ने अपनी इस कुत्सित मंशा का परिचय बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर के प्रति अपने विद्वेष भावना को तब परिचय दिया जब यूपीए की सरकार थी, और उस समय उन्होंने पाठ्य पुस्तकों के उस कार्टून को जिसमें बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर के चित्र को पंडित नेहरू के द्वारा कोड़े मारने के एक कार्टून के माध्यम से दिखाया था, एक कांग्रेस की कुत्सित मानसिकता को दिखाता है। बाद में जब विरोध हुआ तो तत्कालीन मानव संसाधन विकास मंत्री कपिल सिब्बल को माफी मांगनी पड़ी थी और ये पुस्तकों को वापस करना पड़ा था। कौन नहीं जानता है कि बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर को पहला आम चुनाव 1952 में मुंबई नॉर्थ से, फिर 1954 में उपचुनाव हराने का कार्य भी तो कांग्रेस ने ही किया था। यहां तक कि पंडित नेहरू बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर के विरोध में प्रचार करने के लिए गए। जब ये बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर भंडारा से चुनाव लड़ने के लिए गए महाराष्ट्र में, वहां पर भी उन्हें पराजित करवाया कांग्रेस ने। कांग्रेस कभी नहीं चाहती थी कि बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर संसद में जाएं, दलितों की आवाज बने, वंचितों की आवाज बने, और सदैव उन्हें अपमानित करने का काम करती थी। कांग्रेस लगातार, कांग्रेस की मंशा हमेशा ये रही, और कांग्रेस ने न केवल उन्हें हराया बल्कि उन्हें हराने के लिए बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर के जो अनन्य सहयोगी थे नारायण काजोलकर, उन्हें तोड़ करके उन्हें ही बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर के खिलाफ चुनाव लड़वा दिया था। और हम सब जानते हैं कि उन्हें चुनाव लड़ाने के परिणति क्या थी, बाबा साहब चुनाव हारे, और उन्हीं काजोलकर को कांग्रेस ने 1970 में पद्म पुरस्कार से भी सम्मानित किया। कांग्रेस ने बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर के महापरिनिर्वाण के बाद कहीं भी उनकी स्मारक नहीं बनने दिया। जो भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने स्वर्गीय अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी के समय और आज आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के समय जो पंचतीर्थ बने हैं, ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने बनाए हैं, कांग्रेस ने नहीं। कांग्रेस ने कभी नहीं बनने दिया। बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर को कभी पद्म पुरस्कार तक नहीं लेने दिया। भारत रत्न भी बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर को तब मिला जिस सरकार में भारतीय जनता पार्टी सपोर्ट कर रही थी। कांग्रेस का इतिहास इसी से आप समझ सकते हैं। जो बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर ने अपने इस्तीफे के दौर के बाद कही थी, जब उन्हें अपने पद को छोड़ने के लिए मजबूर होना पड़ा था, तो उन्होंने उस समय नेहरू सरकार पर आरोप लगाए थे। और यह परंपरा है कि कोई मंत्री अपने पद से इस्तीफा सदन के रहते हुए दे रहा है तो उसे सदन में बोलने का अवसर दिया जाता है।
and Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra powered by Galaxy AI bring you the latest news in a super efficient and summarized format from across the country only on Republic TV.
And cutting across to breaking news coming in, UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath during the Ambedkar News Conference said that the Congress only cares about Muslims. He went on to add that the Congress said that Muslims have first right over resources. In fact, he's also questioned the Congress Dalit card, where he said that they only care for Muslims. A direct attack on the Congress, pressing the charge of appeasement politics yet again, where in as many words UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has questioned the Congress, saying that they only care about Muslims.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी लगातार प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में दलितों और वंचितों के लिए नई नई योजनाएं ला रही है, उनके उत्थान के लिए कार्य कर रही है। जीरो पॉवर्टी के लक्ष्य को प्राप्त करने के लिए उन्हें 100% सिचुएशन के लक्ष्य की ओर बढ़ाने के लिए पूरी ईमानदारी के साथ कार्य कर रही है। इन सब के पीछे प्रेरणा बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर की है। उत्तर प्रदेश में हमारी सरकार ने स्वयं लखनऊ में बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर के नाम पर बाबा साहब अंबेडकर इंटरनेशनल सेंटर की स्थापना हम लोग कर रहे हैं। उत्तर प्रदेश के अंदर हर सरकारी कार्यालय में बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर का चित्र हमारी सरकार के समय, डबल इंजन की सरकार के समय लगे हैं। चोटिल होते हैं, उन्हें गिराया जाता है। यानी अपने सारे कृत्यों को, मारपीट के कृत्यों को, बुजुर्गों को धक्का देने की कृत्यों को ये संवैधानिक बनाने का प्रयास करते हैं। देश की संसद में जब अनुसूचित जाति जनजाति के हितों के लिए या महिलाओं के कल्याण के लिए आने वाले बिल को जब से राहुल गांधी के द्वारा फाड़े जाते हैं, क्या यह आचरण संवैधानिक है? अपने इन असंवैधानिक कार्यों के लिए बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर का अपमान करने की कांग्रेस की फितरत, चाहे वह कांग्रेस के द्वारा या समाजवादी पार्टी के द्वारा, इन सभी को देश की जनता से माफी मांगनी चाहिए। देश की जनता इनके आचरणों से इन्हें कभी माफ नहीं करने वाली, क्योंकि आज इनका वास्तविक चरित्र सबके सामने आ चुका है और अपने किए पर पर्दा डालने के लिए ये वर्तमान में समाज में विद्वेष की खाई को और चौड़ा करना चाहते हैं, लेकिन यह इनके ये कृत्य कभी अब सफल नहीं होने वाले हैं। जनता इन्हें खारिज कर चुकी है, बार बार खारिज की है। 2014 में खारिज की, 2017 में खारिज की, 2019, 2022, 2024 और अभी हाल ही के चुनाव में भी खारिज की है, आगे भी खारिज करेगी। मुझे आप सबसे यह अपील करनी थी कि कांग्रेस और समाजवादी पार्टी के इन कृत्यों को आम जनता के सामने रखने की आवश्यकता है और आम जनता ही नहीं बल्कि पूरे देश से ये दल अपने कृत्यों के लिए माफी मांगे। धन्यवाद जी। हम यही तो कह रहे हैं कि कांग्रेस को अपने इन आचरणों पर भी बोलना चाहिए, कांग्रेस के इस आचरण पर भी बात की जानी चाहिए। आखिर बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर को भारत रत्न कांग्रेस के समय क्यों नहीं मिला? बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर को 1952 में, 1954 के उपचुनाव में और उसके बाद भंडारा के चुनाव में कांग्रेस पार्टी ने उनके खिलाफ चुनाव लड़वा करके, प्रचार करके और साजिश से उन्हें हराने की जो कुत्सित चेष्टा की, क्या इसके बारे में कांग्रेस बताएगी?
All right, so that is UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath in a press conference attacking the Congress party on the Ambedkar legacy. The showdown, of course, continues, and Yogi Adityanath now saying that, in fact, he has questioned the Congress's Dalit card, saying that the Congress is a party who only cares for the Muslims. He has made that bold statement, saying it out in the open, saying that the Congress only cares about the Muslims, that Congress says Muslims have first right over the resources of the country, that they care only for the Muslims. That's the big breaking news we have right now. Yogi Adityanath, the UP Chief Minister, making that big statement amidst the war over Ambedkar. There have been protests, counter-protests, press conferences, counter-press conference. This is the latest coming in, BJP's top gun. One of the top guns now, Yogi Adityanath, fielded to counter the Congress party. All right, and we have some more breaking news coming in right now. Viewers, this is in connection with the Allu Arjun case. Now, police sources tell us that he could be now be sent another notice. So the police can send another notice to Allu Arjun. Possibility of police sending another notice to Allu Arjun is something that we are learning about. Police sources tell us that Allu Arjun could be served another notice. This after 4 hours of grilling. And now sources tell us that he can be questioned once again. He could be summoned once again by the police. Another notice could be sent to Allu Arjun. So that is the big update we are getting in right now. Required police might send this notice to actor Allu Arjun for questioning, another round of questioning in the offing Aneri.
Well, that's right. What we are being learning now from our sources is that there could be a possibility of another round of questioning for actor Allu Arjun. There might be a possibility, as the investigation is still going on over this particular incident of Sandhya Theatre. There might be a possibility that police officials would once again summon Allu Arjun for questioning. Well, we'll have to see when that would be happening. But yes, as far as the investigation and as far as the questioning is concerned, it went on for 4 hours, and and what we are being told is that Allu Arjun had answered all of the questions that were asked to him, especially as far as if he had if he knew about the incident about the woman who lost her life. Then he said no, he doesn't know. He got to know about it the next day, and also about the police officials approaching him at the theatre. He said that no one had approached him at the theatre, nor the ACP nor the DCP. None of them had approached him, is what Allu Arjun had responded. So now, as the investigation, as the questioning of actor Allu Arjun has been ended, which went on for 4 hours, now what we are learning is that there might be a possibility that actor Allu Arjun might be once again summoned. Well, that will be based on the investigation, and further what would be the next move by the police officials. Based on that only there will be a further move that would be taken up. But yes, there could be a possibility that Allu Arjun might be might be given summons once again for the questioning.
All right, of course, that's the latest update we're getting in right now. But stay on with us. In fact, Aneri, we're getting in breaking news that Allu Arjun's bouncer, Anthony, has also been arrested last night. That's the big breaking we have right now about Allu Arjun's bouncer being arrested last evening by the police. And that's the big breaking news we have right now, viewers. Aneri continues to get us more. Aneri, what's happening as far as Anthony's custody is concerned? There is a CCTV footage where he can be seen. Allegedly, it's him in that footage. He can be seen. I don't know if it's Anthony or some other bouncer, but we can see a bouncer with a stick in his hand. And Anthony, his bouncer, has been arrested. He's in custody. What more can you tell us on that?
Well, Rakshita, definitely that's the new development that has been taken place. Yesterday evening is what the police officials had arrested Allu Arjun's bouncer, Anthony. What we are being told is that he is said to be one of the main accused in this case, because he was the one who was seen pushing the crowd there at the Sandhya Theatre, which led to the stampede-like situation. As the police officials had stated that the bouncers of Allu Arjun, the security of Allu Arjun, were seen pushing the crowd, and also at the same time, as you can see in the CCTV also, which we have access, where you can see that how the crowd was seen entering. The people there at Sandhya Theatre were seen entering the theatre, and a huge, they broke the grills there, and then they rushed inside the theatre when actor Allu Arjun had arrived. And also while Allu Arjun was leaving from the theatre as well, in the CCTV, as you can see how there was crowd which was seen pushing each other, and that's the reason why now the police officials have arrested bouncer Anthony, and he would be also questioned in this regard, and whether there is a possibility that Anthony will be taken to Sandhya Theatre for scene recreation, but when that would happen, we'll have to wait for that.
Much, Chaneri, for joining us with those details coming in. So the Pushpa star has been quizzed viewers for 4 long hours, and he has now he's headed home after the grilling. And actor's bouncer has also been arrested. That's the latest update we have right now. And we'll continue to get you the inside details of the interrogation that happened. Viewers, what we are learning is that as far as Allu Arjun is concerned, he responded to all the key questions of the police without any hesitation. One of the inside details that I can tell you about as far as that grilling is concerned, and he has contradicted the police's version. He has said that neither the ACP or the DCP met him in the auditorium, and he got to know about Revati's death the next morning. All right, viewers. So there's Republic TV has accessed more CCTV footage from inside the Sandhya Theatre at night, at that tragic night. You can see that chaos that unfolded, the absolute state of mayhem, the frenzy that took place, and this is a footage from evening, 12th of December, and you can see a man that is a bouncer with a stick in his hand. Again, what has been alleged by the police is that he tried to intimidate the people and push them away. You can see him in that footage. He also gets jostled in that crowd. And even in another CCTV footage, viewers, we see Revati being dragged out as she lay unconscious. And this is the other one, 11 p.m., Allu Arjun. CCTV number 4, 11 p.m., Allu Arjun is being escorted out. He's taken out. There you have Allu Arjun in black t-shirt there, black jersey, black jacket, whatever it is. He is leaving the theatre at around 11 p.m. So the stampede happens around 8:48. At least the footage we have is of 8:48 p.m. when there is madness, absolute madness that is witnessed. Crowd rushing in the Sandhya Theatre as Allu Arjun is there. What we know, Allu Arjun's Pushpa movie being premiered, and the crowd rushes in. The second one, 8:49 p.m., CCTV number 2, police struggle to control the crowd. We don't even see enough of police personnel. You can see there's one guy, you can see the circle there, he's being circled in that footage, and there is one security personnel, clearly outnumbered, and you have one bouncer. Again, clearly the influx of the crowd is not being controlled. And this is the another one. 9:15 p.m. we see Revati being dragged out, who later succumbed, and she was unconscious. And this is the victim, remember, viewers. She has been dragged out. She has been dragged out, taken out. And this is around 9:15 p.m. And the other footage we have, that's the last one. It's around 11 p.m. when Allu Arjun exits the theatre. So he says that I do not know. I was not aware that such an incident has happened, that a woman has fainted, and that is what he has said to the police in this interrogation also, that he got to know about the death of this woman the next morning, and also saying that there was nobody who informed him about it, not the ACP, not the DCP. So, nor the DCP nor the ACP informed him about what really happened. That is one thing that he has said in his press conference and today in the interrogation as per our sources as well. So, these are the four crucial footage, viewers. Four crucial footages on your screens. The way the crowd barges in, it just enters. It's a huge flow of people. And the cops are clearly struggling in one of those CCTV footages. And remember, this is the cops versus Allu Arjun face-off that has unfolded. And victim is now taken out around 9:15 and 11 p.m. We see the superstar Allu Arjun leaving the premises, leaving the theatre. Aneri, my colleague, will break it down for you. Aneri, clearly we see that the crowd, there was a huge crowd, the security personnel clearly outnumbered, struggling to in fact control the crowd. At the same time, the bouncer is also there, and he has a big stick in his hand. He's trying to disperse the crowd, but clearly he has been alleged of pushing them. Also, 11 p.m. we see Allu Arjun exiting the theatre, and around 9 p.m., 9:15 p.m., the woman, Revati, who later on passed away, was dragged out. Allu Arjun claims that he did not know about this incident until the next morning.
Well, Rakshita, that's right. As we are seeing in the CCTV, where on one side, the huge crowd that went inside the theatre, at a time there was a huge rush, like a stampede-like situation, we can say, that is seen in the CCTV. And one more CCTV which shows that how the Revati, the deceased woman, was brought out of the theatre because she fell unconscious inside the theatre during the screening of the movie, and later she was brought out by some of the people there, and also there was a CRP which was performed by the police officials outside the theatre, but she couldn't survive, and then she was shifted to the hospital. But then another CCTV where you can see that how the management of Sandhya Theatre, the bouncers, the police officials trying to control the crowd, but that doesn't seem to be happening. There was a huge crowd that entered inside the theatre at the time when Allu Arjun had arrived, and also one more CCTV where you can see that Allu Arjun was seen leaving the theatre. That was around 11 p.m. and Revati, who lost her life, she was brought out at around 9:15 p.m. So around almost a gap of 2 hours. It took almost 2 hours for actor Allu Arjun to come out of the theatre after the incident had taken place, and also at the same time what we have been seeing is that there's a war of words which have been going on. But on the other side, we also see that how actor Allu Arjun was booked, arrested and released, and now once again he has been called for, today he was called for interrogation. Questioning went on for almost 4 hours at the Chikatpalli police station, and now what we are being told through our sources is that if required, as the investigation is not yet completed in this case, and if required, Allu Arjun might be given notice once again, and he will have to appear before the police for the questioning. So that remains to be seen whether he will be given notice or not. But yes, as of now, what we are seeing is that the CCTV which we are showing on our screens very clearly shows the timeline on the series of events that had taken place on the 4th of December at Sandhya Theatre.
All right, thanks so much, Anil, for joining us with those details. In fact, viewers, we'll get you the other angle of the story that we are tracking. That is the politics that is now unfolding over this, viewers. There's a political slugfest that is now intensifying over this. The ruling Congress in Telangana teams up with the AIMIM to attack Allu Arjun. Meanwhile, the BRS and the BJP say that this is nothing but vendetta politics. Take a listen into the reactions.
न्याय सबके साथ एक होना चाहिए। आज रेवंत रेड्डी के सरकार ने वो मनमना कर रहे, जो चाहे उसको अरेस्ट कर रहे, जो चाहे उनको छोड़ दे रहे। उनके खुद की गांव में उनके भाई के वजह से साई रेड्डी बोल के एक सरपंच, मैं इनका भाई मेरे बहुत हरास कर रहे, वो हरासमेंट के लिए मैं खुदकुशी कर रहा हूँ बोल के सुसाइड कर लिया। वो केस अभी तक रजिस्टर भी नहीं हुआ। रेवंत रेड्डी का भाई के नाम पे एफआईआर नहीं हुआ या उनका भाई को आज तक अरेस्ट नहीं कर चुके हैं। आज तेलंगाना में बहुत सारे मुद्दे हैं। सो एससी एसटी बीसी हॉस्टल्स में, रेजिडेंशियल स्कूल्स में 50 से ऊपर बच्चे मर जा रहे हैं। फूड पॉइजन हो रहा, स्नेक बाइट्स हो रहा, इलेक्ट्रिक शॉक हो रहा, डॉग बाइट्स हो रहा। उसके लिए किसी का जिम्मेदारी नहीं बनता, उसके लिए रेवंत रेड्डी को टाइम नहीं मिलता है। लेकिन इन्होंने आज 2 घंटा असेंबली में बहुत सारे स्टेट में इश्यूज है। किसानों का इशू है, लेबर का इशू है, दलितों का इशू है, माइनॉरिटीज़ का इशू है। उसके लिए बात करने के लिए टाइम नहीं है रेवंत रेड्डी को। लेकिन 2 घंटा एक फिल्म एक्टर के पीछे पड़ के वो एक पर्सनलाइज्ड टारगेट करके जा रहा है।
We strongly condemn that attack. Congress party never encourages such attacks. We never encourage any violence. And as it was very much clarified by none other than our Honorable Chief Minister in the Assembly itself, that this is a transparent government and we are not going to see any profiles, whether they are big or small. But law will take its own course.
I don't know too much about the facts about this, but the way that the Chief Minister of Telangana, this gentleman Revant Reddy, and working with this rabble-rousing MLA called Akbaruddin Owaisi are targeting a movie star seems to me something that is suspicious, something that has an ulterior motive. These politicians have made it a business. Many politicians have made it a business of extortions and putting these kinds of pressures on people. I don't know if this is the case, But certainly, I think there is more that meets the eye, more than that what meets the eye, in the way that there is this dubious collaboration between Revant Reddy and Akbaruddin Owaisi when it comes to this particular gentleman actor, Allu Arjun. And he has apologized, as I understand. He has tried to make amends to the families who were affected by the riot. And the family themselves have withdrawn the case. So what seems to be the case here is some sort of an underlying motive that is not visible to us, and that is.
देखिए, अब तो ये साफ है कि कांग्रेस पार्टी की तेलंगाना सरकार किसी भी तरीके से इसको झुकाना है, इस मानसिकता से, इस इमरजेंसी मानसिकता से काम कर रही है, क्योंकि पहले भी उन्होंने जिस प्रकार से ओवररीच करके गिरफ्तार किया.
All right, viewers, we step into a short break, but we will get you the latest updates coming in on the face-off of Dr. Ambedkar's BJP versus Congress only intensifies on that. Stay tuned to Republic TV.
उस दिन सनसेट देखने छज्जे पे चढ़ा, टूट गया.
हाँ, तो किसने बोला घर की दीवार पे रॉक क्लाइंबिंग करने को?
सफीना बदतमीजी.
समझ गया. मेरे पास आप दोनों की प्रॉब्लम की मेडिसिन है. इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा.
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं. रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड.
All the different hoaxes, and the new one is President Trump has ceded the presidency to Elon Musk. No, that's not happening. But Elon's done an amazing job. Isn't it nice to have smart people that we can rely on? Right? Don't we want that? All the different hoaxes, and the new one is President Trump has ceded the presidency to Elon Musk. No, that's not happening. But Elon's done an amazing job. Isn't it nice to have smart people that we can rely on? Right? Don't we want that? And he supplied Starlink for North Carolina when they had no form of communication. They said, "Sir, do you know Elon Musk?" "Yeah." "Well, we can't get Starlink. It's very hard to get." And I called Elon, "We have to get some up there. You got to get some up there." And he got over 2,000 units. It's a lot. And they flooded it with Starlink, and it was so good. It saved a lot of lives, so we want to thank him. But no, he's not going to be president, that I can tell you. And I'm safe. You know why? He can't be. He wasn't born in this country.
viewers, we slip into a very, very short break, but don't go anywhere. We continue to get you the latest on the crackdown that's happening on the illegal immigrants in the national capital. Along with that, there is a political war that has also broken out between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP. On that, Republic TV gets you the ground reports from the national capital. Stay tuned.
With the stroke of my pen on day one, we're going to stop the transgender lunacy. Under the Trump administration, it will be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female. With the stroke of my pen on day one, we're going to stop the transgender lunacy. And I will sign executive orders to end child sexual mutilation, get transgender out of the military and out of our elementary schools and middle schools and high schools. And we will keep men out of women's sports. And that will likewise be done on day one. Should I do day one, day two, or day three? How about day one, right? Under the Trump administration, it will be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
And he sent me this text message with this Elizabeth Warren tweet, and he's like, I don't know what the hell Two-Spirit is. We just wanted to be left the hell alone. Yeah. And I think that, frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if me and Trump won just the normal gay guy vote. Because, sure, again, they just wanted to be left the hell alone, and now you have all this crazy stuff on top of it that they're like, well, no, we didn't want to give pharmaceutical products to 9-year-olds who are transitioning their genders. We just wanted to be left the hell alone.
Well, a lot of gay guys feel like the whole movement is homophobic, which is ironic because they think that there's people think there's something wrong with being gay, so what you really are is a girl.
Yes.
And they think that a lot of this is being given, these thoughts are being given to gay kids. These kids will just grow up to be gay men, and instead you're getting them to convert their gender.
It's pharmaceutical conversion therapy.
So let's talk about children. Children are in the greatest danger in America today because traditional family values are being destroyed. Mm-hmm. The idea that mom and dad together, not fake mom and fake dad, but biological mom and biological dad, can raise their children together and do what's right for their children, raising them to be confident in who they are, their identity. Their identity is they're a child, made by God.
Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6 and Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, powered by Galaxy AI, brings you the latest news in a super efficient and summarized format from across the country, only on Republic TV.
All right, viewers, we start with the top stories this hour. Now it's Congress versus Allu Arjun. The actor has been grilled for 4 long hours. He has now headed home, and sources tell us that he could be sent a notice once again. CCTV footage from night of stampede shows security personnel seen struggling to control the crowd inside the Sandhya Theatre.
कांग्रेस है जिसने लगातार भारत रत्न डॉक्टर बाबा साहब आम्बेडकर जी का अपमान किया है, उनको संसद में चुनकर भी आने नहीं दिया और लगातार उनको नीचा दिखाया.
Face off over B.R. Ambedkar's legacy, BJP top brass escalates the attack on the Congress party.
कांग्रेस को वंचितों और दलितों की चिंता नहीं है, पंडित नेहरू को दलितों और वंचितों की चिंता नहीं है, इन्हीं मुसलमानों की चिंता है.
Yogi Adityanath hits out at the Congress party over Ambedkar. Face off says Congress only cares about Muslims. And major crackdown on Bangladeshi immigration racket in Delhi. 21 fake Aadhars recovered so far. Good afternoon, viewers. I'm Rashta Mishra with you, and we start with the breaking news we have from the world of sports. Now, there's a huge controversy that is now unfolding as far as the Khel Ratna is concerned. Manu Bhakar's name reportedly was missing in the list of the nominees. His father has been out and complaining, saying that Manu's name should be there. Now, in the latest, what we have, that Manu Bhakar has reacted to this. Manu Bhakar's father, remember, said that why the Olympic medalist has been ignored for the Khel Ratna award, the top sports honor. And this is a controversy that has been exploding. But in the latest we have is that Manu Bhakar has just few minutes ago posted on social media that there was a lapse in the filing of the nomination. But first, viewers, let's take a look at or take a listen into what Manu's father Ramkishan Bhakar had to say.
अप्लाई आज तक किसने किया? मैं बता रहा हूँ आपको, खेल रत्न पिछले 5 साल में जिनको मिला है, मैं नाम गिनाता हूँ, चाहे नीरज चोपड़ा हो, चाहे मेरा भाई चानू हो, या लवलीना हो, या विनेश हो, बजरंग हो, किसी ने भी अप्लाई नहीं किया. Why they want now from मनु? और वैसे भी मनु पिछले 4 साल से अप्लाई कर रही थी, कभी हुआ क्या उनका कंसिडर? वो तो होता वही है जो ब्यूरोक्रेसी बोल देती है. और ब्यूरोक्रेसी ना इस गेम को बोल रहे हैं 2036 में हम ओलंपिक वो करेंगे. खिलाड़ी कहाँ से लाओगे? ऑर्गेनाइज तो कर दोगे, खिलाड़ी भी तो होने चाहिए ना. आप इस तरह से डिस्करेज करोगे खिलाड़ियों को, तो फिर मुझे नहीं लगता. जैसे वो इंटरव्यू में पहले भी कहते थे, वही है. मैं भी सभी बच्चों को यही कहूंगा, ये पेरेंट्स अपने बच्चों को ओलंपिक गेम मत दिलाओ, उनको पढ़ाओ. वो IAS IPS बनेंगे तो लाखों खिलाड़ियों के ऊपर जाके कमांड लिख देंगे, नहीं उसको खेल देना नहीं है, उसको देना है. क्यों खिलाते हैं लोग? खिलाना ही नहीं चाहिए. मेरी भी गलती है कि मैंने मनु को इनकरेज किया, खिलाओ. पूरे देश के पेरेंट्स को मैं कहता हूँ कि मत खिलाओ, कोई ओलंपिक खेल मत खिलाओ. पैसा चाहिए तो क्रिकेट खिलाओ, नहीं तो पावर चाहिए तो IPS IAS और UPSC तैयारी कराओ.
Suresha, my colleague, joins us live on the broadcast from the newsroom. Now, Suresha, clearly we can see that they're all right. In fact, we're just getting in a reaction from the coach, Jaspal Rana. Take a listen in, viewers, to what he has to say.
Love and respect throughout these 4 months. This award you will get next year also, but award is not something which you should fight for. Award is not something which you ask for. Award is always given.
Thank you so much, sir, for joining us.
So there's, of course, a lot. It's a big controversy. We'll get you the full reactions. All right, I'm told that Jaspal Rana, Manu Bhakar's coach, is joining us on the phone line. Thank you so much, Mr. Rana. Now, we can clearly see Ramkishan Bhakar, the father, is disheartened. Meanwhile, you have also been very vocal, saying that what we are picking up, as per the source of the Sports Ministry, is that there was no application and that the list is still being finalized, sir.
See, the point is that list is finalized or not and all those things, but what is happening is not right. It's not going in the right direction. And ignoring athlete like this, no matter they applied or they did not apply, That should not be the criteria, but it's not good for the sports. It's not good for the people, those who are following sports. So that is what is my point.
Sir, Manu has just posted on social media platform that it was a lapse on her part. She says that it's a lapse in filing of the nominations, that it was a lapse on her part, and that it doesn't really affect her motivation, that the awards are not her goal. She remains motivated. That's the latest post on social media platform X and Instagram.
Definitely, you can see that this is coming from some athlete who's 22-year-old, and the maturity level is much higher than people, those who are talking whatever they're talking. So it's a good in a way, but nevertheless, if you're going to hurt athlete like this, and you're talking about hosting 36 Olympic or 30 Youth Olympic, which direction we are going, we don't even know.
So I want to understand from you, sir, about the facts of this matter. Did Manu apply or not for this? Because
I have no idea. She applied or she did not apply. I have no information about it. But that should, the criteria is not that. I'm not even talking about that, who did something mistake and all those things can happen. She must have not applied. But how can you not include of somebody who's already there, who has proved herself in such a way?
I think
what else she need to? She must have met almost everyone, those who are in committee and the sports minister and even prime minister, and then now you say that it's just she did not apply or just missed out on that. That's not the way it should be. This is a national award. This has to go through a lot of working. If some athlete could not apply, maybe any reason, but you have to give, there has to be some check on it, that people should work on all the athletes, those who have won, those who have got medals for the country, and then it should be worked properly, and then the list should come out.
Why do you think, sir, this has happened? Why do you think?
I don't know. I am no one to judge on that, but the point is that I'm not even blaming anyone, not the federation, not the SAI and all those things. It's everybody's responsibility to honor athlete in a right way. Why should any athlete fight for the award?
Okay. All right, sir. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Jaspal Rana, there for speaking to Republic TV. So there you have, viewers. Clearly, we can see that the father of the Olympic medalist and the coach who had a great role in Manu Bhakar's feat at the Olympics, they are dismayed, they're disheartened. But Manu Bhakar, remember, my colleague Suesha will throw more light on what she has said. Now, Suesha, just tell us more about what Manu Bhakar has said after all this huge drama that has unfolded, this war of words. Clearly, the father, of course, is disheartened, and rightly so. But what we are learning is that there are two sides to this. That first of all, what we are picking up is that the list has not been finalized yet. Dr. Mansukh Mandviya will be finalizing this list as per the sources from the Sports Ministry. And Manu Bhakar says that there has been a lapse from her side in filing.
Put out all sides of the story, since we've heard from
I have to just stop you there. I'm very sorry. Manu Bhakar's mother is joining us on the phone line. Ma'am, thank you so much for speaking to Republic TV. आपका क्या कहना है? आपका क्या कहना है? ये कंट्रोवर्सी जो है, जो कि मनु ने अभी कहा है कि उनसे कुछ शायद गलती हुई है, जहां तक बात है अवार्ड के लिए अप्लाई करने में।
मैम, वो मनु का ट्वीट देख रही थी अभी मैं, तो आप वो पढ़ लो और उसी के अकॉर्डिंग कर लो फिर आप। मनु ने वो भी डाल रखी है, स्टोरी डाल रखी है इंस्टाग्राम पे ना। हाँ, तो वो बहुत अच्छी है। वो उसी के मद्देनजर आप कुछ कर सकते हो, लिख सकते हो। उसको देख के मुझे देखो, मैं आपको बता देती हूँ, एज एन ए माँ, मैं अपनी बेटी की खुशी चाहूंगी कि उसको खुशी किस चीज में मिलती है। अब इतनी कंट्रोवर्सी के बाद में अवार्ड मिलना ना मिला हमारे लिए कोई मतलब नहीं है।
नहीं, मतलब क्योंकि जो कि उनके पिताजी हैं रामकिशन भाकर जी, उन्होंने भी कहा है कि ये गलत बात है। उन्होंने काफी ऐसी गंभीर बातें कही है कि मुझे मनु को भेजना ही नहीं चाहिए था खेलने के लिए, कभी प्रोत्साहित ही नहीं करना चाहिए था।
उनके पिताजी ने ऐसा कुछ नहीं कहा होगा, शायद वो पिताजी हैं यार, अपनी बेटी से प्यार करते हैं, वो उनको बोलने का हक है पूरा।
जी।
तो क्योंकि जब मनु की स्टार्टिंग थी
जी
पिस्टल न मिलना, उसका वो 25 मीटर की पिस्टल का वो क्या होता है, मुझे तो नाम भी नहीं पता उसका। वो सब चीजें उस स्ट्रगल के टाइम पे मनु के फादर मनु के साथ थे। तो वो मनु के लिए तो बोलेंगे उनकी बेटी को खेल रत्न नहीं मिल रहा, उसमें नाम नहीं आया उसका। तो हर एक पिताजी को तकलीफ होगी, मनु के पिताजी को थोड़ी, हर एक फादर को ही तकलीफ होगी जब उसके बच्चे को किसी अवार्ड से वंचित रख दिया जाएगा। हाँ जी मैम।
क्या लगता है आपको, ऐसा क्यों हुआ होगा? क्यों उनका नाम को नहीं उनका नाम?
मुझे तो आप लोगों ने आज बताया है कि मनु का अवार्ड में नाम नहीं है।
नहीं, हमें जो आ रहा है, हमें जो जानकारी आ रही है कि उनकी अभी लिस्ट फाइनल नहीं हुई है, तो पहले क्यों इतना
दूर ही रहते हैं कि क्या चल रहा है, क्या नहीं चल रहा, क्या हो रहा है, क्या नहीं हो रहा। हम इन चीजों से दूर रहना पसंद करते हैं। अभी मनु ने 1 महीने से अपनी ट्रेनिंग शुरू कर रखी है, तो हमारा मेन फोकस ट्रेनिंग करना
जी, और
मनु को टाइम पे खाना देना, उसका योगा मेडिटेशन और जिम वगैरह का ही है बस हमारा, और कोई ध्यान में हमारे कुछ है ही नहीं।
जी ठीक है, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया हमारे साथ सुमिता भाकर जी हमारे साथ बातचीत करने के लिए। So that was the mother of Manu Bhakar, viewers, as the controversy is only exploding now. But we do have the latest reaction coming in from Manu Bhakar, who has said that there was a lapse on her part as far as the filing of the nominations is concerned. And of course, this is adding another twist to this entire controversy that has been unfolding in the past 24 hours, viewers. Right now, we are going to shift our focus to the other stories that we are tracking now. So this is about the face-off over B.R. Ambedkar's legacy, viewers. BJP's top brass is escalating the attack on the Congress party. And in the latest is the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Yogi Adityanath, who has hit out at the Congress party in a scathing attack. He has said that it's the Congress party who has always only cared about the Muslims. Listen in.
लगातार कांग्रेस पार्टी ने और उसके नेताओं ने कैसे कांग्रेस ने और नेहरू जी, इंदिरा जी, राजीव जी से लेकर सोनिया जी तक, राहुल जी तक, कैसे लगातार कांग्रेस पार्टी ने और उसके नेताओं ने संविधान का अपमान किया, आरक्षण को नकारा, ये सारे एविडेंसेस उन्होंने देने के बाद एक प्रकार से कांग्रेस बौखलाई, और बौखलाहट में इस प्रकार का काम कांग्रेस कर रही है। ये वही कांग्रेस है जिसने लगातार भारत रत्न,
कांग्रेस के कई नेताओं ने उनका जमकर विरोध किया। और यही नहीं, जब बाबा साहब अम्बेडकर चुनाव के मैदान में खड़े हुए तो 1952 का लोकसभा का चुनाव हो या 1954 के लोकसभा का उपचुनाव में बाबा साहब को हराने के लिए बहुत षड्यंत्र उन्होंने रचे। और खुद उस समय नेहरू जी ने खुद उन क्षेत्रों में जाकर कई जनसभाएं की, और कांग्रेस पार्टी ने बाबा साहब को कभी कोई पुरस्कार नहीं दिया, परंतु उन्हें चुनाव में हराने वाले उनके ही जो एक सहायक थे नारायण सदोबा काजरोलकर, उनको पद्म भूषण देकर सम्मानित किया गया। जब बाबा साहब ने नेहरू जी और उनके समर्थकों के द्वारा जो लगातार उनके षड्यंत्रों से तंग आकर कानून मंत्री के पद से इस्तीफा दिया, और उनके इस्तीफे के बाद उनको संसद में बोलने तक का मौका नहीं दिया, क्योंकि अपने इस्तीफे में बाबा साहब ने लिखा था कि नेहरू जी ने लगातार उनकी उपेक्षा की और यहाँ तक कि उन्हें संसद की कमेटियों में भी जगह नहीं दी। इतना ही नहीं, उन्होंने अपने इस्तीफे में इस बात का भी उल्लेख किया था कि कांग्रेस, नेहरू जी लगातार उनकी उपेक्षा कर रहे हैं और उनका सारा ध्यान केवल मुस्लिम तुष्टीकरण पर रहता है, और उन्हें लेकिन दलितों और आदिवासियों की कोई चिंता नहीं है, उनकी सुरक्षा की कोई चिंता नहीं है, केवल मुस्लिम सुरक्षा की चिंता है। कांग्रेस ने बाबा साहब के त्यागपत्र को जनता के बीच में भी नहीं आने दिया, क्योंकि इससे पंडित नेहरू जो उनकी सच्चाई थी वो उजागर हो जाती। क्योंकि पंडित नेहरू ये नहीं चाहते थे कि कोई भी उनसे ज़्यादा योग्य व्यक्ति संसद में बोले, जनता के सामने आए। कांग्रेस पार्टी ने जो बाबा साहब की स्मृतियों को भी जो सजोने की कभी अनुमति नहीं दी। उनके जन्म स्थान पर स्मृति मंदिर तक नहीं बनने दिया और बाद में मध्य प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री स्वर्गीय सुंदर सिंह भंडारी जी के कार्यकाल में उनके स्मृति स्थल को बनाने का फैसला हुआ और अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी के समय उनके स्मृति मंदिर का उद्घाटन हुआ। दिल्ली स्थित अंबेडकर सेंटर का निर्माण भी कांग्रेस ने रोकने की कोशिश की। जब से प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी की सरकार आई, बाबा साहब की स्मृतियों को सजोने का कार्य हुआ। चाहे वो लंदन हो, दिल्ली हो, नागपुर, मुंबई में उनके जीवन से जुड़ी महत्वपूर्ण स्थलों पर स्मृतियों का निर्माण किया गया है। कांग्रेस पार्टी ने बाबा साहब की स्मृति बनाने के लिए कभी कोई कदम नहीं उठाया, बल्कि उसमें हमेशा रुकावट डालने का काम किया। जबकि देश भर में कांग्रेस पार्टी ने, चाहे वो नेहरू हो, इंदिरा गांधी हो, संजय गांधी हो, राजीव गांधी के नाम पर सैकड़ों स्मारक और अस्पताल और सड़कों का नाम रख दिए गए। मित्रों, ये कांग्रेस पार्टी का पाखंड जनता के सामने लाना है। सच्चाई को उजागर कराना हमारा प्रथम कर्तव्य है। और हम ये भी कहना चाहते हैं कि जिस प्रकार सरदार पटेल के बाद देश को एक ऐसे मजबूत गृह मंत्री मिले हैं, उनके और आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में आज देश के अंदर अनेक बड़े बड़े डिसीजन हो रहे हैं। कश्मीर के अंदर धारा 370 का समापन हुआ है और शांति और कानून का राज स्थापित हुआ है। देश के अंदर चाहे पूर्व हो, पश्चिम हो, उत्तर हो, दक्षिण हो, हर दिशा में आज शांति स्थापित हुई है। आतंकवाद समाप्त होने की ओर है, नक्सलवाद समाप्त होने की ओर है। कांग्रेस आज देश के अंदर जो शांति और सुशासन स्थापित हुआ है उसको सहन नहीं कर पा रही है। जनता उनको जिस प्रकार से नकार रही है, चाहे वो अभी हुए लोकसभा का चुनाव हो जिसमें प्रधानमंत्री आदरणीय मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में तीसरी बार सरकार बनी है, तीसरी बार मोदी जी प्रधानमंत्री बने हैं, या विधानसभा के चुनाव में डबल इंजन की सरकारों को जिस प्रकार से चुन रही है हमारे प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में लगातार जन समर्थन प्राप्त हो रहा है। चाहे वो हरियाणा का चुनाव हो या महाराष्ट्र का चुनाव हो, इन सब से कांग्रेस पूरी तरह से हताश और निराश है। और अब इस प्रकार के मुद्दे जिनमें कोई दम नहीं है, एक छोटे से अंश को लोगों के बीच में भ्रम डालने का काम कर रही है। पहले भी लोकसभा के चुनाव से पहले भी इन्होंने इसी प्रकार की भ्रम और झूठ की राजनीति की है। इनको जनता ने सबक सिखाया है, अब भी जनता इनको सबक सिखाएगी और हम इनकी पूरी तरह से पोल खेलेंगे। इनकी जो विभाजनकारी राजनीति है उसको कभी हम सफल नहीं होने देंगे। धन्यवाद।
यूसीसी वाले बोल लीजिए।
अब यूसीसी में बोलोगे तो फिर वो अलग चला जाएगा। आपका तो आज,
हाँ ये तो
आज यही इसी पर चला दीजिए। आज मेरे को जरा तुरंत जाना है, वहाँ नोएडा जाना है।
कांग्रेस का इतिहास इसी से आप समझ सकते हैं, जो बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर ने अपने इस्तीफे के दौर के बाद कही थी। जब उन्हें अपने पद को छोड़ने के लिए मजबूर होना पड़ा था तो उन्होंने उस समय नेहरू सरकार पर आरोप लगाए थे। और यह परंपरा है कि कोई मंत्री अपने पद से इस्तीफा सदन के रहते हुए दे रहा है तो उसे सदन में बोलने का अवसर दिया जाता है। बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर को नहीं बोलने दिया सदन में, अपमान यहां पे भी किया गया। उनके इस्तीफे को उजागर नहीं होने दिया गया। अपने इस्तीफे में बाबा साहब अंबेडकर इस बात को कहते हैं कि कांग्रेस को वंचितों और दलितों की चिंता नहीं है, पंडित नेहरू को दलितों और वंचितों की चिंता नहीं है, इन्हें मुसलमानों की चिंता है। ये वंचितों और दलितों से ज्यादा महत्व उन्हें देते हैं।
All right, viewers, we'll get you the latest ground reports that we've gathered from the national capital over the crackdown on the illegal immigrants from Bangladesh. More on the other side. Stay tuned.
उस दिन सनसेट देखने छज्जे पे चढ़ा, टूट गया।
हाँ तो किसने बोला घर की दीवार पे रॉक क्लाइंबिंग करने को?
सफीना बदतमीजी।
समझ गया मेरे पास आप दोनों की प्रॉब्लम की मेडिसिन है। इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रूंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रांग नहीं। रूंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
Allu Arjun knew for a fact somebody will die. When everybody says it's a mistake, should not have happened, it has happened, everybody feels sorry for it. But still victimizing and bullying, I don't think it is good for anybody. Now, whatever it is, cinema in India, cinema stars in India, they enjoy a certain value. Law is equal for everybody. It is not that law should be like this. Let us imagine a normal man like you and me going to a theatre, some mischief happened. Unless you and me don't have intention and motive, arresting you and me is also questionable. Third, after the episode, the way the Chief Minister, Mr. Revanth Reddy Garu, speaks about Allu Arjun, I only see a bit of hatred. I don't see the neutrality in CM's speech or his words and deeds.
So the invitation that Prime Minister was given from the Catholic bishops has received a lot of controversy. Around 200 people from the Christian community have signed a statement where they're saying that he's a Hindutva leader and there's persecution of Christians happening in the country, and you know that this is not fair to invite him for a Christmas event. How do you see this?
Even from a Kerala bishop has said it is destroying the cribs.
A lot of people, even from Tamil Nadu,
Madam, we have to understand, people will politicize, people want to politicize everything. When the Prime Minister of this country, who belongs to all the 140 crore or 44 crore people, when the Prime Minister is going to celebrate a function, and Prime Minister has mentioned that it fosters spirit of brotherhood, harmony, peace and love. When the Prime Minister is going all out, last year in Christmas, he invited select people from Delhi to his home for a Christmas lunch. We all have seen it. And this year the PM Sir himself has gone to a church, celebrated with them, which I see is a fantastic sign. The Honorable Prime Minister himself leading, and all the communities, whatever the political parties are trying to divide them on religion or caste, the PM at one hand is trying to unite them. Of course, people can take offense to it. It is their personal liberty. I am not going to say you don't do that. Anybody can do that. But it only shows when certain segment of population.
So while the BJP upping the ante against Congress yet again over the theatre stampede, where Arnab Goswami slammed the Congress, saying that because he did not campaign for the Congress is doing this. Republic has also spoken to Revati's husband, the husband of the deceased, who has now spoken out. He's told Republic that he wants justice for his wife. He wants justice for his deceased wife. Let's listen into that entire sequence.
We have with us the victim's father, who is still undergoing, this kid who is still undergoing treatment. भास्कर जी, कैसा है आपका बेटा? अभी ट्रीटमेंट कैसे चल रहा है?
अभी तो कॉन्शियस अभी नहीं है, थोड़ा बॉडी रिस्पॉन्ड कर रहा, हाथ पैर हिलाना, आंख ओपन करना, वैसा थोड़ा रिकवर थोड़ा स्टार्ट है वह बोले डॉक्टर।
अभी आपको किस तरह से गवर्नमेंट से और फिल्म इंडस्ट्री से किस तरह से सपोर्ट मिल रहा है?
वही गवर्नमेंट से भी आ रहा सपोर्ट, अल्लू अर्जुन सर के से भी सपोर्ट स्टार्टिंग से है, अभी दोनों भी मिलके सपोर्ट कर तुम बोल रहे हैं। मैंने
अल्लू अर्जुन जी पे जो केस हुआ, क्वेश्चनिंग चल रहा है, आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे उस सारे मामले को? आपने इससे पहले भी कहा है कि आप केस जो है वो वापस लेना चाहेंगे अगर ऐसा कुछ हुआ तो।
वो पहले से बोल रहा था कि सेकंड डे से मेरे को सपोर्ट जो है होना था वो मिल गया था। हम पहले ही सोचे आप हमारा वजह से उन्होंने जेल को जा रहे बोल तो उसके लिए हम केस विड्रॉ करने के लिए रेडी है बोल के स्टेटमेंट दिया था मैंने।
अभी आपके बेटे का सिचुएशन क्या है? डॉक्टर्स क्या कह रहे हैं? किस तरह से रिकवरी हो रहा है?
वही थोड़ा टाइम लगता, अभी रिकवर होने का चांस तो अभी नहीं है, या 1 मंथ लगेगा, 6 मंथ्स लगेगा, वो बोल नहीं सकते बोल रहे मैंने। थैंक यू।
And we continue to get you further details as the ongoing investigation into the Sandhya Theatre mishap that has raised the possibility of questioning actor Allu Arjun again. The police has reportedly reviewed the incident and they may issue a notice yet again to actor Allu Arjun in case further questioning is deemed necessary. Remember, he was questioned for 4 long hours today. Republic also was able to access the questions that were posed to Allu Arjun. Let me cut across to Aneri to get us further details on whether there is a possibility, Aneri, of Allu Arjun being questioned again in the days to come.
Well, what we have been seeing is that a lot of developments that have been going on. On one side, we see that Allu Arjun, who was questioned for almost 4 hours at the Chikatpalli police station, well, now sources are saying that there might be a possibility that as the investigation is going on, there might be a possibility that once again Allu Arjun would be sent notice and he would have to appear before the police for questioning. That depends on the investigation and what would be the further move by the police as well, because we have been seeing that how there were various questions that were posed to Allu Arjun during the interrogation, specifically over the bouncer's role during the incident that had happened on the 4th of December, and also the questions that were raised by the police officials to Allu Arjun regarding the death of the woman at Sandhya Theatre. Did he know about it or not? And also, how did the police officials had approached him when he was in the theatre? A lot of questions that were posed by the police to Allu Arjun in the 4 hours of questioning. And right now also we have been seeing that Allu Arjun has there was an interrogation that went on for 4 hours, after which he has headed back to his home. According to the notice which was served, there was a possibility that if required, then Allu Arjun would be taken to scene of offence, that is Sandhya Theatre, but then that did not happen. So based on the investigation which is being carried out by the police officials, the questions and the questioning which went on for 4 hours for Allu Arjun, that depends on further investigation, because remember, Allu Arjun's bouncer Anthony is also arrested by the police yesterday evening, and also at the same time, well, now we have been seeing that Allu Arjun is right now at his residence after he was after he ended his interrogation at the
And more breaking news coming in, as it is now clear the Congress has given away the plot against Allu Arjun. Congress MLA who's spoken on Allu Arjun, he said that we will teach him a lesson. He must mind his tongue. Clearly their ego is hurt that the Congress is now saying that Allu Arjun speaks too much. And the Congress MLA who also went on to say, what does he think of himself? To exactly quote him, he said, who do you think you are? He said that to Allu Arjun. So now it is clear that the Congress is certainly settling personal scores with Allu Arjun, as this reaction now makes it clear. This, as there was a clear diktat within the party to not speak too much on Allu Arjun. But this Congress MLA who gives it away in as many words, listen into that statement.
ఎర్రచందనం అమ్ముకోవడానికి నువ్వు చేసిన దందలను చూపించినావు. నువ్వు మా ముఖ్యమంత్రి మాట్లాడితే ఖబర్దార్, నువ్వు ఆంధ్రోడివి, ఆంధ్రోడ్లాగానే ఉండి ఇక్కడ బతకడానికి వచ్చినావు. నేను ఒక ఎమ్మెల్యేగా, రూలింగ్ పార్టీ ఎమ్మెల్యేగా మాట్లాడుతూ ఉన్నాను. ఇవాళ మీరు మీకు ఇచ్చిన గౌరవాన్ని ఉంచి ఇక్కడ వ్యాపారం చేసుకోండి. కానీ మా ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారి మీద మాట్లాడినా ఇంకేదో మీకు ఉన్నది ఏందా? నువ్వు పగటి వేషగాడివి, డబ్బులు ఖర్చు పెట్టి డబ్బులు సంపాదించుకునే వ్యాపారస్తుడి. నువ్వు ఈ సమాజానికి ఏం చేసావు? నీ గౌరవం ఇవ్వాలి. మీరు వ్యాపారం చేసుకుని బతకండి, అంతే. మీ కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ ఏముందా తెలంగాణకు? 100% మేము హెచ్చరిక జారీ చేస్తా ఉన్నాము. ఇంకా మొన్న ఇంటి ముంగట కొంతమంది వాళ్ళు జాయింట్ యాక్షన్ కమిటీ వాళ్ళు ఏదో చేసినట్టు, కానీ ఖచ్చితంగా ఇట్లనే ఇదే పద్ధతిగా మార్చుకోకుంటే తప్పదంగా కాంగ్రెస్ శ్రేణులు కూడా తెలంగాణలో మీ సినిమాలు కూడా ఆడని కొడుకు అని చెప్తా ఉన్నాం.
And I want to go back to Aneri, who has been tracking the story non-stop. Aneri, it can't get clearer than this. The Congress has an agenda against Allu Arjun, as much as they may deny it.
Well, definitely, Suesha, because not only the MLAs, but a lot of leaders who have been trading guns at Allu Arjun. He is not the first person who seems to be questioning or who seems to be hitting out at Allu Arjun. But earlier, also Congress Minister Sitaka was seen targeting and hitting out at Allu Arjun, saying that a movie which is based on smuggling and who is in a way targeting the police officials is being awarded a national award, whereas the movie which is having a social message is not being given any sort of award, is what the Congress Minister Sitaka herself had to state. And now we see that one more leader from the Congress party, Congress MLA, is seen hitting out at Allu Arjun, where he has stated that you don't change your behavior, then if you don't change your behavior, then Congress workers will not let your movie run. A clear warning that seems to be given by the Congress MLA to actor Allu Arjun. So it is very clear where we see that on one side it's the Congress party, it's the Congress government, and on the other side how they have been hitting out at Allu Arjun. Well, not only that, but also the police officials who have been who have been questioning, and there are a lot of investigation and various angles which have been coming out right now as the investigation is underway. On one side, we see that police officials have been stating that the police officials had approached Allu Arjun when he was watching the movie to inform him about the incident that had happened. But today, during the investigation, during the questioning, Allu Arjun had stated that no, the ACP or DCP, no one had approached him, and there was a false misinformation which was being spread against him, is what Allu Arjun had stated. So very clearly how it's basically Congress versus Allu Arjun, and on one side we also see that how police officials have been looking into various angles and investigating into all of this matter.
Oh yes, it would be interesting to watch what happens next. Let's once again listen in to what that Congress MLA said.
నువ్వు చేసిన దందలను చూపించినావు. నువ్వు మా ముఖ్యమంత్రి మాట్లాడితే ఖబర్దార్, నువ్వు ఆంధ్రోడివి, ఆంధ్రోడ్లాగానే ఉండి ఇక్కడ బతకడానికి వచ్చినావు. నేను ఒక ఎమ్మెల్యేగా, రూలింగ్ పార్టీ ఎమ్మెల్యేగా మాట్లాడుతూ ఉన్నాను. ఇవాళ మీకు ఇచ్చిన గౌరవాన్ని ఉంచి ఇక్కడ వ్యాపారం చేసుకోండి. కానీ మా ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారి మీద మాట్లాడినా ఇంకేదో నీకు ఉన్నది ఏందా? నువ్వు పగటి వేషగాడివి, డబ్బులు ఖర్చు పెట్టి డబ్బులు సంపాదించుకునే వ్యాపారస్తుడి. నువ్వు ఈ సమాజానికి ఏం చేసావు? నీ గౌరవం ఇవ్వాలి. మీరు వ్యాపారం చేసుకుని బతకండి, అంతే. మీ కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ ఏముందా తెలంగాణకు? 100% మేము హెచ్చరిక జారీ చేస్తా ఉన్నాము. ఇంకా మొన్న ఇంటి ముంగట కొంతమంది వాళ్ళు జాయింట్ యాక్షన్ కమిటీ వాళ్ళు ఏదో చేసినట్టు, కానీ ఖచ్చితంగా ఇదే పద్ధతిగా మార్చుకోకుంటే తప్పదంగా కాంగ్రెస్ కూడా తెలంగాణలో మీ సినిమాలు కూడా ఆడడం కొడుకని చెప్తా ఉన్నాం.
And the story that develops at a very fast pace. In fact, Allu Arjun's bouncer, who was arrested by the Hyderabad police yesterday. This is yet another arrest that has been made in this case, as Allu Arjun was questioned for 4 long hours. Republic also told you how there is a possibility that he could be questioned yet again. This even as the Hyderabad police has been claiming that Allu Arjun's bouncers had not just pushed the crowds, but also policemen who were on duty. And a picture of Anthony, Allu Arjun's bouncer, on your screens right now. Anthony, who is in police custody, going back to Aneri. So they've arrested Anthony. They are trying their level best that action is now taken against Allu Arjun. He was questioned for 4 long hours. Possible that he may be questioned soon. And this Congress MLA who's given it all away, that the Congress may have an agenda against him.
Developments which have been going on, because remember how Allu Arjun was arrested and later he was produced before the court, and there he was given a remand of 14 days. But however, the High Court had granted interim bail. But now we have been seeing a lot of developments. On one side, Congress party has been hitting out at Allu Arjun and his movie, because not only this, but one of the MLAs of the Congress party, they went ahead and filed a complaint as well that one of the scenes in the movie is not appropriate, and that is the reason. And also at the same time, that they had filed a complaint about the movie Pushpa 2. Tirmal Mallana had filed a complaint, and now once again Congress MLAs, the Congress ministers coming out openly. But this is despite Chief Revanth Reddy giving instructions. Remember, yesterday, top sources had confirmed us that there was a meeting which was taken place, including the Chief Minister, where Chief Minister had instructed the party leaders, top leaders, including MLAs, MPs, and also the party leaders not to make any sort of comments in the media or even publicly, because we have been seeing these instructions coming in, but despite that, we see back-to-back attacks taking place on Allu Arjun by the comments which are being made by the Congress leaders.
Oh yes, absolutely. And as we take our viewers through all the details of what really has been happening with regards to this story, Republic TV also accessed exclusive CCTV footage from the night of the 4th of December and what happened outside Sandhya Theatre. Now, it is clearly seen in the CCTV pictures of how the crowds barged their way in. They gathered for the screening of Pushpa 2. The crowds got out of control. They forced themselves into the theatre through the main gate, so much so that the theatre management and the cops on duty could not stop them or have them in an orderly fashion. This while the Sandhya Theatre management and police tried to gain control, but they could not. So we put out all the three set of pictures back to back. First CCTV footage, second CCTV footage, and third. And how you saw people barge their way in. In fact, initially, the cop who was carrying a lathi and the theatre manager who also tried to stop people. In these pictures, you clearly see how Revati, who was unconscious at that time, was being escorted out. She was being escorted out of the theatre. And this is the fourth set of pictures where Allu Arjun was seen leaving. This is at around 11 p.m. So the Hyderabad police has been claiming that they had told Allu Arjun that a woman may have lost her life and he should leave from the theatre, but he said, and he rather insisted, that he will only leave after the film gets over. And Eri, I want to come back to you because sources tell us that this is a version that has been denied by Allu Arjun to the cops today. During his interrogation, he said that he only learned of Revati's death the next day through the media. And he was not informed by any top cop on the 4th of December that something like this had happened.
Well, Suesha, that's right, because on one side we see that how the police officials have been giving out various statements, because earlier the police officials had stated that they informed Allu Arjun, who was in the theatre, present in the theatre, watching the movie, about the incident, but despite that, Allu Arjun had not come out, and only after 11 p.m. Allu Arjun had come out of the theatre. But as you rightly mentioned, the CCTV which we are showing on our screen, where it is seen that Revati, who fell unconscious inside the theatre, was brought out at around 9:15 from the theatre, and Allu Arjun was seen coming out at around 11 p.m. But the police officials say that they went ahead, they informed him, but then it took almost 2 hours for him to come out. But today, during the investigation, during the interrogation, sources have told us that Allu Arjun had stated that he did not know about the incident. He got to know about it the next day, and also no one had approached him when during the screening of the movie. So definitely these are two different versions. One side we see the police giving a statement, and other side we see Allu Arjun's statement, which is contradictory to it.
And of course, Aneri, the political twist to this entire story, as more and more responses have been coming in. BJP and BRS have been upping the ante against the Congress, where They say that this is certainly state-sponsored and the Congress has an agenda against Allu Arjun. The BJP has claimed that because he did not campaign for the Congress is why they're trying to settle scores with him. The Revan government is using extreme measures against Allu Arjun is what the BJP has claimed. And they've said that the Congress is guilty here because they want Allu Arjun to be on a Revanth Reddy side. Listen to all those responses.
न्याय सबके साथ एक होना चाहिए। आज रेवंत रेड्डी के सरकार ने वो मनमाना कर रहे, जो चाहे उसको अरेस्ट कर रहे, जो चाहे उनको छोड़ दे रहे। उनके खुद की गांव में उनके भाई के वजह से साई रेड्डी बोल के एक सरपंच, मैं इनका भाई मेरे बहुत हरास कर रहे, वो हरासमेंट के लिए मैं खुदकुशी कर रहा हूँ बोल के सुसाइड कर लिया। वो केस अभी तक रजिस्टर भी नहीं हुआ। रेवंत रेड्डी का भाई के नाम पे एफआईआर नहीं हुआ या उनका भाई को आज तक अरेस्ट नहीं कर चुके हैं। आज तेलंगाना में बहुत सारे मुद्दे हैं। सो एससी एसटी बीसी हॉस्टल्स में, रेजिडेंशियल स्कूल्स में 50 से ऊपर बच्चे मर जा रहे हैं। फूड पॉइजन हो रहा, स्नेक बाइट्स हो रहा, इलेक्ट्रिक शॉक हो रहा, डॉग बाइट्स हो रहा। उसके लिए किसी का जिम्मेदारी नहीं बनता, उसके लिए रेवंत रेड्डी को टाइम नहीं मिलता है। लेकिन इन्हें ने आज 2-2 घंटा असेंबली में बहुत सारे स्टेट में इश्यूज है। किसानों का इशू है, लेबर का इशू है, दलितों का इशू है, माइनॉरिटीज़ का इशू है। उसके लिए बात करने के लिए टाइम नहीं है रेवंत रेड्डी को। लेकिन 2-2 घंटा एक फिल्म एक्टर के पीछे पड़ के वो एक पर्सनलाइज्ड टारगेट करके जा रहा है।
We strongly condemn that attack. Congress party never encourages such attacks. We never encourage any violence. And as it was very much clarified by none other than our Honorable Chief Minister in the Assembly itself, that this is a transparent government and we are not going to see any profiles, whether they are big or small. But law will take its own course.
I don't know too much about the facts about this, but the way that the Chief Minister of Telangana, this gentleman Revanth Reddy, and working with this rabble-rousing MLA called Akbaruddin Owaisi are targeting a movie star seems to me something that is suspicious, something that has an ulterior motive. These politicians have made it a business. Many politicians have made it a business of extortions and putting these kinds of pressures on people. I don't know if this is the case, but certainly I think there is more that meets the eye, more than that what meets the eye, in the way that there is this dubious collaboration between Revanth Reddy and Akbaruddin Owaisi when it comes to this particular gentleman actor Allu Arjun. And he has apologized, as I understand. He has tried to make amends to the families who were affected by the riot. And the family themselves have withdrawn the case. So what seems to be the case here is some sort of an underlying motive that is not visible to us and that is not obvious.
On that note, it's time for us to slip into a very short commercial break. Also, a quick check of what's lined up on the other side. This is we continue to bring you up to speed with the latest on Allu Arjun. And of course, we are tracking the face-off over B.R. Ambedkar's legacy. BJP top brass has escalated the attack on Congress.
उस दिन सनसेट देखने छज्जे पे चढ़ा, टूट गया।
हाँ, तो किसने बोला घर की दीवार पे रॉक क्लाइंबिंग करने को?
सफीना बदतमीजी।
समझ गया। मेरे पास आप दोनों की प्रॉब्लम की मेडिसिन है। इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
all the different hoaxes, and the new one is President Trump has ceded the presidency to Elon Musk. No, that's not happening. But Elon's done an amazing job. Isn't it nice to have smart people that we can rely on? Right? Don't we want that? All the different hoaxes, and the new one is President Trump has ceded the presidency to Elon Musk. No, that's not happening. But Elon's done an amazing job. Isn't it nice to have smart people that we can rely on? Right? Don't we want that? And he supplied Starlink for North Carolina when they had no form of communication. They
Hello and welcome. You're watching Live and Breaking at 5:30 p.m. I am Tanisha Avasti. The fight over Ambedkar's legacy continues with the BJP holding back-to-back press conferences. We'll get you all that and much more on this edition. But before that, here's a quick check of the headlines that we're tracking at this hour. Congress government attacks Allu Arjun. Pushpa actor heads home after being questioned by cops for nearly 4 hours. CCTV footage from the night of stampede shows security personnel seen struggling to control the crowd.
कांग्रेस है जिसने लगातार भारत रत्न डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब आम्बेडकर जी का अपमान किया है, उनको संसद में चुनकर भी आने नहीं दिया और लगातार उनको नीचा दिखाया।
Face off over B.R. Ambedkar's legacy. BJP top brass escalates attack on Congress. Ladies and gentlemen, the face-off over Ambedkar's legacy continues. Remember, the Congress has time and again asked and demanded for Amit Shah's resignation over his statement in the parliament. Meanwhile, the BJP is holding an all-out attack on the Congress, saying that it is the Congress who sidelined Ambedkar and the hypocrisy is now out in the open. Essentially, it's become a national campaign to expose Congress's hypocrisy by the BJP top brass, starting from Devendra Fadnavis, holding back-to-back press conferences over the issue. Let's listen in to reactions that we're getting in.
कांग्रेस ने और नेहरू जी, इंदिरा जी, राजीव जी से लेकर सोनिया जी तक, राहुल जी तक कैसे लगातार कांग्रेस पार्टी ने और उसके नेताओं ने संविधान का अपमान किया, आरक्षण को नकारा, ये सारे एविडेंसेस उन्होंने देने के बाद एक प्रकार से कांग्रेस बौखलाई और बौखलाहट में इस प्रकार का काम कांग्रेस कर रही है। ये वही कांग्रेस है जिसने लगातार भारत रत्न डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब आम्बेडकर जी का अपमान किया है, उनको संसद में चुनकर भी आने नहीं दिया और लगातार उनको नीचा दिखाया। यहाँ तक कि जहाँ उनका महान परिनिर्वाण हुआ वहाँ पर उनका स्मारक बने, इसके लिए 20 साल आंदोलन करना पड़ा, लेकिन 1 इंच भी ज़मीन कांग्रेस सरकार ने नहीं दी। लेकिन मोदी जी की सरकार आने के बाद मात्र 3 दिन में 2000 करोड़ रुपए की जगह भारत रत्न डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब आम्बेडकर जी के स्मारक के लिए मोदी जी ने दी। चाहे वो महू हो, चाहे दीक्षा भूमि हो, चाहे अलीपुर रोड हो, हर जगह जो डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब आम्बेडकर जी की स्मृतियां हैं उनको संजोने का काम ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने, नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने किया है। और
All right, we shift our focus to breaking news coming in, and this is in regard with the stampede case in which Allu Arjun has been booked, where Republic has now accessed Allu Arjun case diary, where the details show that Allu Arjun has been named as accused number 11 in the case. Allu Arjun, along with his personal manager and security, has also been booked by the Hyderabad police. The vendetta angle now being clear, as the entire Allu Arjun team has been named as accused in the case. Niranjan, my colleague, joins me live on the story. Niranjan, it's a clear case of political vendetta by the Congress against Allu Arjun and his team.
Well, we've accessed the full details of the case diary. I have the case diary with me, so we just accessed a copy of this. So I have 3 pages with me, and if I can just show you the three documents that I have here. Full details of the case diary. I have accessed the case diary along with my colleague Aneri. This is the full case diary, the remand case diary, and I'm going to read out from it because this case diary details out the full case. The name of the accused in this particular case, what I find very, very, very strange is that Hyderabad police has also gone on to name the filmmakers, the personal security, the manager, Allu Arjun himself. There's nobody in Allu Arjun's team who has not been named by the police in this, including the movie makers, Maitri movie makers have also been named as accused in this particular case diary. I have the case diary with me in my hand. I'm going to read out from it. And Agamati Ram Reddy, age 68, partner in Sandhya Theatre. Sandhya Theatre partners named as accused number 1. A2, Agamati Ram Reddy, son of late Malla Reddy, 70 years old, partner at Sandhya, accused number 2. Tati Pamula Vinay Kumar, accused number 16. Accused number 17 is Mohammad Parvez. Accused number 17 is Mohammad Parvez, age 25 years old. A1, A2, A16, A17 were arrested. So these are the details of those who were arrested. And the case diary mentions that the movie makers, the partners at Sandhya Theatre owners, partners were arrested. And I have the other accused as well. The details of the other accused, A3 Sandeep, age 37, a partner at Sandhya Theatre. A9 is Nagaraju, manager at Sandhya Theatre. And I have A10. A10 is Gandakam Vijay Chandar, age 53 years old. Lower balcony in charge and gatekeeper also booked. Everybody, excluding the toilet keeper, has been booked in this particular case. Allu Arjun entire team has been booked. Allu Arjun security, Allu Arjun manager, Allu Arjun bodyguard, Allu Arjun driver. I'm not sure if the driver is booked. I'll just read that also. I'm just checking the full details. A4. Okay, A4 is Sumit. Sumit is a partner of Sandhya Theatre. Sandhya Theatre, everybody from ticket collector to gatekeeper has been booked. Agamati Vinay Kumar, 33 years old, partner of Sandhya, booked. A6, Agamati Santosh Ashutosh Reddy, partner at Sandhya Theatre, booked. A7, Renuka Devi, partner at Sandhya Theatre, 70 mm, booked. A8, Agamati Aruna Reddy, partner at Sandhya Theatre, booked. A11 is Allu Arjun. A11 is superstar Allu Arjun. A12 is Santosh Kumar. A13 is Sharat Bani. Sharat Bani is the manager to Allu Arjun. He too has been booked. A14 is Ramesh, personal security guard to Allu Arjun, also booked. A15 is Raju, personal security guard to Allu Arjun, also booked. A18, producers of Maitri movies of Pushpa 2 movie and others. So A18, producers of Maitri movies. So if you have put some money into Maitri movies to produce the movie, you are also an accused. So A18 names producers of Maitri movies of Pushpa 2 movie and others. So they've left it open-ended. 18 accused named, right? And I have the details of the case. Name and address of deceased, Srimati Puligilla Revati. Puligilla Revati is the wife of Mogudampalli Bhaskar, who spoke to Republic TV some time back. Mr. Bhaskar, the wife of the husband of Revati. Revati passed away in what happened at the Sandhya Theatre. On the left of the screens, I'd like to play out the visuals, the CCTV visuals of the crowds trying to barge into the Sandhya Theatre. Because I have the case diary with me in my hand. Case diary is in my hand. I want to read out, if you look at that visual, what that visual essentially shows is what happened at Sandhya Theatre. If you're watching this story, ladies and gentlemen, it's a classic case of the state going after an actor. Yes, the stampede took place. Crowds were mismanaged. Whether permissions were given or not is still a subject of debate, subject of investigation. But the manner in which the state government has gone all out in this particular case, in fact, a few minutes back, we also broke the reaction coming in from a Congress MLA who says on record to Allu Arjun, we will block your movies, we will teach you a lesson. How dare you speak about Revant Reddy like that? I mean, that gives away the entire political plot of the vendetta angle in this entire story of a state putting its might behind the police and, of course, their own party workers, gave them the strength to go to Allu Arjun's home, attack his residence, and everyone's attacking Allu Arjun personally, giving out media sound bites saying that we will teach him a lesson, etc. Why? Because he chose to respond to Revant Reddy, the Chief Minister of Telangana. How did he respond? He held a news conference and he put the facts out in public for public consumption based on what was said in the assembly by the Chief Minister and Owaisi brother. Owaisi brother, which is Akbaruddin Owaisi. And I have the details. Let me in fact go back to the case diary. The case diary also talks about the names and addresses of witnesses. The witnesses, here we have the complainant and husband of deceased as witness number 1. So Bhaskar, who's the husband of one of the deceased persons, here in this particular case, it was Revati. Revati's husband is the first witness. Anudeep, named as second witness. Jannu Bharat, third witness. Sripati Monica, SI of police. Police, witness number 4. Shrikant, constable, witness number 5. Police inspector assisted the IO number 6. Witness 7th is Raju Naik, inspector of police. Now all of this is also in the court because of course this was the case diary. They had to produce the full details of the case in the court, and I have all of that with me. Now let me go through the details of what the police has said in great detail to build a case against Allu Arjun. What is striking here is that Allu Arjun, in this particular case, ladies and gentlemen, is accused number 11. I'm repeating that, he's accused number 11. If you look at this document, Allu Arjun is accused number 11. If my camera person can just zoom in, just look at this a little bit. If you can zoom in, it may not be very clear, but he's accused number 11. If accused number 11 were one of the first people to be arrested, then that tells you the real motive of the state government of Telangana, which has gone after Allu Arjun. Now, we spoke to different people in Telangana who also confirmed to Republic that perhaps there was an angle of personal animosity in the Congress, in the Chief Minister's office of the Chief Minister himself, with members of the film fraternity in Telangana, which may have led to the situation getting out of hand. There have been several instances, according to the sources who we spoke to here at Republic TV, who said that cinema actors were not forthcoming and didn't give the kind of support that the state government perhaps expected them to give, which could have been one of the reasons why things have gone down. And what is strange is that Allu Arjun's father-in-law, you saw his father, Allu Arvind, who was with him all along today. When he went to the police, he was by his side. When he got home as well, there were pictures of him getting off the car as well. But what is strange is that you have his father-in-law, who's a Congress supporter. In fact, strangely, Allu Arjun's father-in-law also participated in a protest against the BJP, an Ambedkar protest. Backing Dr. B.R. Ambedkar in the fight against the BJP. That is how recent, and that is his association with the Congress. He supports the Congress party, and despite that, they've gone after him, which means something has really gone down. So I'm going to now read out the details of this particular case that they have made up against Allu Arjun. And according to this particular document that I have in my hand, the police says, in continuation of the last remand case diary dated 8th of December, on credible information along with the staff, proceeded to Snehapuri colony, apprehended accused persons. They talk about the accused persons and how in great detail they went and arrested, all these accused people. Now, they give details about what they said in custody, and the police here says that they took the accused A16, A17 into custody, interrogated them thoroughly, wherein they admitted they're guilty of committing the offence. The police claims that A16, A17, and these are people who are associated with Allu Arjun. Like I said, A16 and A17 in this particular case are linked to Allu Arjun, and they say that people close to Allu Arjun have also admitted their guilt of committing the offence. And in pursuance of his confession statement, A16 led the police and mediators to Sandhya Theatre, wherein the witness 7 recovered firecrackers from watchman room of Sandhya 70mm Theatre under cover of seizure report in presence of witness 2 and 3 as material evidence at the instance of A16. Essentially, they're trying to build a case where they're trying to tell the people and the courts that there was no permission given for Allu Arjun or his team to go to Sandhya Theatre in the first place and celebrate the movie. Now, of course, the theatre owners, when the stampede happened, put out their version, gave out copies of letters that were sent to the police, and the police in the court have said there was no permission given, and despite the permission not being given, the superstar and his entire team, ensemble, movie makers, everybody rushed to the theatre, and that is why the situation went out of hand. So this case diary puts out the full details, but what we would like to focus on, it's very, very long. I won't take you through the full details of it. I will give you some of the pointers in a short while from now. Essentially, the story so far is Allu Arjun, despite being granted interim bail, was called by the police today for questioning. Questioned for 4 hours. There is a possibility of him being called once again. And then you have Congress leaders openly threatening him, saying that they won't allow his movies to be released in Telangana. And they're also adding that they will teach him a lesson for speaking against Revant Reddy in the tone that he did. Saying that you are from Telangana, how dare you speak about Revant Reddy? So that gives away the full story of the political vendetta that we've been speaking about. Allu Arjun versus Congress is the story. I'd like to play out the soundbite of Bhupati Reddy. Bhupati Reddy spoke to the media, attacking Allu Arjun, warning Allu Arjun. We'll play out the reactions and then we'll get you more details. Back to you for now.
ఎర్రచందనం అమ్ముకోవడానికి నువ్వు చేసిన దందలను చూపించినావు. నువ్వు మా ముఖ్యమంత్రి మాట్లాడితే ఖబర్దార్, నువ్వు ఆంధ్రోడిలాగానే ఉండి ఇక్కడ బతకడానికి వచ్చినావు. నేను ఒక ఎమ్మెల్యేగా, రూలింగ్ పార్టీ ఎమ్మెల్యేగా మాట్లాడుతూ ఉన్నాను. ఇవాళ మీకు ఇచ్చిన గౌరవాన్ని ఉంచి ఇక్కడ వ్యాపారం చేసుకోండి. కానీ మా ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారి మీద మాట్లాడినా ఇంకేదో నీకు ఉన్నది ఏందా? నువ్వు పగటి వేషగాడివి, డబ్బులు ఖర్చు పెట్టి డబ్బులు సంపాదించుకునే వ్యాపారస్తుడి. నువ్వు ఈ సమాజానికి ఏం చేసావు? నీ గౌరవం ఇవ్వాలి. మీరు వ్యాపారం చేసుకుని బతకండి అంతే. మీ కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ ఏముందా తెలంగాణకు? 100% మేము హెచ్చరిక జారీ చేస్తా ఉన్నాము. ఇంకా మొన్న ఇంటి ముంగట కొంతమంది వాళ్ళు జాయింట్ యాక్షన్ కమిటీ వాళ్ళు ఏదో చేసినట్టు, కానీ ఖచ్చితంగా ఇదే పద్ధతిగా మార్చుకోకుంటే తప్పదంగా కాంగ్రెస్ శ్రేణులు కూడా తెలంగాణలో మీ సినిమాలు కూడా ఆడనీయం కొడుకని చెప్తా ఉన్నాం.
There you heard the Congress leader openly threatening Allu Arjun and his team, saying that Allu Arjun's movie will be blocked. Clear-cut a case of political vendetta against actor Allu Arjun by the Congress government. Congress government, they're attacking Allu Arjun and naming his full team as an accused in the stampede case. We'll get you all more details on the same story. But for now, it's time for us to slip into a short break. After the break, we'll get you the exclusive details of the case diary that Republic has accessed in the stampede case.
All the different hoaxes, and the new one is President Trump has ceded the presidency to Elon Musk. No, that's not happening. But Elon's done an amazing job. Isn't it nice to have smart people that we can rely on? Right? Don't we want that? All the different hoaxes, and The new one is, President Trump has ceded the presidency to Elon Musk. No, that's not happening. But Elon's done an amazing job. Isn't it nice to have smart people that we can rely on? Right? Don't we want that? And he supplied Starlink for North Carolina when they had no form of communication. They said, sir, do you know Elon Musk? Yeah. Well, we can't get Starlink. It's very hard to get. And I called Elon, we have to get some up there. You got to get some up there. And he got over 2,000 units. It's a lot. And they flooded it with Starlink, and it was so good. It saved a lot of lives, so we want to thank him. But no, he's not going to be president, that I can tell you. And I'm safe. You know why? He can't be. He wasn't born in this country.
It's an all-out war between the Congress government in Telangana and Allu Arjun. We'll get you all that and much more on that top story. But for now, it's time for us to step into a short break.
With the stroke of my pen on day one, we're going to stop the transgender lunacy. Under the Trump administration, it will be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female. With the stroke of my pen on day one, we're going to stop the transgender lunacy. And I will sign executive orders to end child sexual mutilation, get transgender out of the military and out of our elementary schools and middle schools and high schools. And we will keep men out of women's sports. And that will likewise be done on day one. Should I do day one, day two, or day three? How about day one, right? Under the Trump administration, it will be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
And he sent me this text message with this Elizabeth Warren tweet, and he's like, I don't know what the hell Two-Spirit is. We just wanted to be left the hell alone. Yeah. And I think that, frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if me and Trump won just the normal gay guy vote, because again, they just wanted to be left the hell alone, and now you have all this crazy stuff on top of it that they're like, well, no, we didn't want to give pharmaceutical products to 9-year-olds who are transitioning their genders. We just wanted to be left the hell alone.
Well, a lot of gay guys feel like the whole movement is homophobic, which is ironic because they think that there's people think there's something wrong with being gay, so what you really are is a girl.
Yes.
And they think that a lot of this is being given, these thoughts are being given to gay kids. These kids will just grow up to be gay men, and instead you're getting them to convert their gender.
It's pharmaceutical conversion therapy.
So let's talk about children. Children are in the greatest danger in America today because traditional family values are being destroyed. Mm-hmm. The idea that mom and dad together, not fake mom and fake dad, but biological mom and biological dad, can raise their children together and do what's right for their children, raising them to be confident in who they are, their identity. Their identity is they're a child, made by God.
Face-off over B.R. Ambedkar's legacy intensifies. BJP top brass escalates attack on Congress. We'll get you all that and much more after a short break.
With the stroke of my pen on day one, we're going to stop the transgender lunacy. Under the Trump administration, it will be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female. With the stroke of my pen on day one, we're going to stop the transgender lunacy. And I will sign executive orders to end child sexual mutilation, get transgender out of the military and out of our elementary schools and middle schools and high schools. And we will keep men out of women's sports. And that will likewise be done on day one. Should I do day 1, day 2, or day 3? How about day 1, right?
Very good evening and thank you for tuning in. I'm Suesha Sound joining you live from the newsroom as we get you all the top stories we're tracking for you this evening. First, a quick check of the headlines. Congress government attacks Allu Arjun. Pushback heads home after being questioned by the cops for nearly 4 hours. CCTV footage from the night of stampede shows security personnel seen struggling to control the crowds.
कांग्रेस है जिसने लगातार भारत रत्न डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब आंबेडकर जी का अपमान किया है, उनको संसद में चुनकर भी आने नहीं दिया और लगातार उनको नीचा दिखाया.
Face off over B.R. Ambedkar's legacy. BJP top brass escalates the attack on Congress.
कांग्रेस को वंचितों और दलितों की चिंता नहीं है. पंडित नेहरू को दलितों और वंचितों की चिंता नहीं है. इन्हें मुसलमानों की चिंता है.
Yogi hits out at Congress, says the party only cared about Muslims.
खेल रत्न पिछले 5 साल में जिनको मिला है, मैं नाम गिनाता हूँ, चाहे नीरज चोपड़ा हो, चाहे मीराबाई चानी हो, किसी ने भी अप्लाई नहीं किया. Why they want now from Manu? और वैसे भी मनु पिछले 4 साल से अप्लाई कर रही थी, कभी हुआ क्या उनका कंसीडर? वो तो होता वही है जो ब्यूरोक्रेसी बोल देती है.
Controversy erupts over Khel Ratna Award. Olympian Manu Bhakar's father claims that she was ignored for the award, while Manu says there were lapses on her part while filing the nomination. And first up, we cut across to breaking news coming in. Official fixtures have announced for ICC Champions Trophy 2025. ICC Champions Trophy schedule that has now been announced, and India is all set to play Pakistan on the 23rd of February 2025. The match will happen in Dubai. 15 matches over a period of 8 days. I beg your pardon. 15 matches, 8-team event to be played over 19 days. In fact, Dubai International Cricket Stadium, that has been confirmed as a neutral venue. And after all the back and forth on the match between India and Pakistan, it is now decided that India will play against Pakistan on the 23rd of February 2025 at the Dubai International Cricket Stadium. I'm standing here with Ankit to get further details on what the schedule entails and the decision that has been finally arrived at.
See, it's going to be a 19-day event, and it's going to start from the 19th of February, and India is going to play the high-octane game against Pakistan on the 23rd of February, and it's going to be a full house in all probability at the Bull Ring in Dubai International Stadium. And this was on the cards. I mean, everybody knew about this. Once India said that they are not going to go to Pakistan for the Champions Trophy, it was very much on the cards that, you know, the match is going to take place in Dubai when Pakistan play India. And yes, India, they are going to play all their games in Dubai. The first semi-final is also going to take place in Dubai. And then if Pakistan make it to the final with India, that game is going to take place in Dubai. But if India do not make it to the semi-final or the final, then the tournament shifts back to Pakistan. So that is how it has panned out. This was very much on the cards. I mean, for a very long time we knew that the announcement is round the corner, but it was not happening. Finally, the official announcement is out, and of course the high octane match between India and Pakistan is going to be played at the Bull Ring in the Dubai International Stadium. So all eyes on that match, and surely that's going to have a packed house at the Dubai International Stadium. So yes, finally the tournament is happening is all we know as of now.
But India certainly got its way, because so much was spoken about and how Pakistan tried its level best that the matches happened there. But India made its point very clear that it should happen on at a neutral venue,
and now that is finally the Dubai International Cricket Stadium.
Oh yes, all along we knew that India is going to have its way. It has been the case for over a decade now. With ICC, India has always had its way, and now with Jai Shah at the helm of affairs in the apex body of cricket, this was very much on the cards. But yes, there has also been a fusion model that has been agreed to, where either country is not going to travel to the other country during, if for example India is hosting ICC tournament, then the Pakistan is not going to travel to India for their matches. They're going to travel to another country. That has been agreed upon by the two countries, by the two boards to be more precise, till 2027. So yeah, but as of now, let's all focus on the match at hand. It's going to take place on the February 23rd at the Dubai International Stadium. It's going to be a blockbuster for sure. So yeah, let's see what happens.
All right, Ankit, many thanks for getting us all the latest details, as we now know that the match against Pakistan will be played on the 23rd of February 2025. And we shift our focus back to the Allu Arjun case and how it is now evident that it is a clear case of vendetta by the Congress. Such were the claims that were made by the BJP and BRS all along, but Republic has been able to access a copy of the case diary. And we tell you how Allu Arjun has been named accused number 11. Accused number 12 is Santosh Kumar, who's his personal manager. Accused number 13 is Sharad Bani, who's the manager of Allu Arjun. Accused number 14 is Ramesh, who's his personal security guard. Accused number 15 is Raju, who's again a personal security guard. And most importantly, my three movie makers have also been made accused in this case. So it is now evident that all of those who are involved with the film Pushpa 2 have now been named as accused in this case. I want to cut across to Aneri, who joins us live. Aneri, we've kept our viewers ahead on the back-to-back developments that came on this story, how Allu Arjun was called for questioning this morning. He was questioned for 4 long hours. He gave answers where he said that baseless versions are being floated against him by the Hyderabad police. And now this case diary, along with all the political reactions from the Congress and BJP and BRS, that prove that this is seeming like a case of political vendetta, perhaps.
Well, definitely, Suesha, a lot of questions and a lot of eyebrows being raised over the whole of the incident since the time of arrest of actor Allu Arjun. And now when we talk about the remand report which we have accessed exclusively, where you see the details, and now in the latest development, accused number 18 is Maitri Movies. That is one of the important things, and producer of Maitri movie of Pushpa 2, who has been put as accused number 18 in this whole of this case. And also I'd like to highlight the remand report, which mentions that how the whole of the incident which was put forth here, but also at the same time what we have been seeing is that when hero Allu Arjun came to Sandhya Theatre along with his personal security, on witnessing the crowd, they did not take proper precautions. Meanwhile, his personal security guards started pushing the public inside the theatre as well as in the lower balcony area, and which further exaggerated the situation, as there was a large number of gathering inside the theatre. So now very clearly how you can see that the police officials have come out with statements earlier also, and also remember Allu Arjun's bouncer Anthony has been arrested by the police yesterday, and in this remand report also, as you can see how the police officials have stated about the security personnel of Allu Arjun pushing the crowd and various other reasons being listed out in the remand report. Very clearly, a lot of developments that have gone all of these days, where we see that on one side how the politics have been brewing over all of this, and now Allu Arjun being questioned for almost 4 hours today at Chikatpalli police station, where we see a lot of questions that were asked in regard with the bouncers, in regard with the security of Allu Arjun. That was questioned by the police officials, and also about the incident. When did he get to know about the incident that had taken place? And also not only that, but also did the ACP and the DCP approach him or not, was the question that was asked to Allu Arjun during the interrogation.
In fact, the course of developments that clearly indicate that the Congress may have given it away. This statement that came in from a Congress MLA who used strong words saying that Allu Arjun must mind his tongue. He must be careful of when he speaks about Revanth Reddy. And who does he think he is? The Congress clearly having exposed themselves. Let's listen into that statement.
ఎర్రచందనం అమ్ముకోవడానికి నువ్వు చేసిన దందలను చూపించినావు. నువ్వు మా ముఖ్యమంత్రి మాట్లాడితే ఖబర్దార్, నువ్వు ఆంధ్రోడివి, ఆంధ్రోడ్లాగానే ఉండి ఇక్కడ బతకడానికి వచ్చినావు. నేను ఒక ఎమ్మెల్యేగా, రూలింగ్ పార్టీ ఎమ్మెల్యేగా మాట్లాడుతా ఉన్నాను. ఇవాళ మీరు మీకు ఇచ్చిన గౌరవాన్ని ఉంచి ఇక్కడ వ్యాపారం చేసుకోండి. కానీ మా ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారి మీద మాట్లాడినా ఇంకేదో నీకు ఉన్నది ఏందా? నువ్వు పగటి వేషగాడివి, డబ్బులు ఖర్చు పెట్టి డబ్బులు సంపాదించుకునే వ్యాపారస్తుడి. నువ్వు ఈ సమాజానికి ఏం చేసావు? నీ గౌరవం ఇవ్వాలి. మీరు వ్యాపారం చేసుకుని బతకండి అంతే. మీ కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ ఏముందా తెలంగాణకు? 100% మేము హెచ్చరిక జారీ చేస్తా ఉన్నాము. ఇంకా మొన్న ఇంటి ముంగట కొంతమంది వాళ్ళు జాయింట్ యాక్షన్ కమిటీ వాళ్ళు ఏదో చేసినట్టు, కానీ ఖచ్చితంగా ఇట్లనే ఇదే పద్ధతిగా మార్చుకోకుంటే తప్పదంగా కాంగ్రెస్ శ్రేణులు కూడా తెలంగాణలో మీ సినిమాలు కూడా ఆడని కొడుకని చెప్తా ఉన్నాం. ఎర్రచందనం అమ్ముకోవడానికి నువ్వు చేసిన దందలను చూపించినావు. నువ్వు మా ముఖ్యమంత్రి మాట్లాడితే ఖబర్దార్, నువ్వు ఆంధ్రోడివి, ఆంధ్రోడ్లాగానే ఉండి ఇక్కడ బతకడానికి వచ్చినావు. నేను ఒక ఎమ్మెల్యేగా, రూలింగ్ పార్టీ ఎమ్మెల్యేగా మాట్లాడుతా ఉన్నాను. ఇవాళ మీరు మీకు ఇచ్చిన గౌరవాన్ని ఉంచి ఇక్కడ వ్యాపారం చేసుకోండి. కానీ మా ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారి మీద మాట్లాడినా ఇంకేదో నీకు ఉన్నది ఏందా? నువ్వు పగటి వేషగాడివి, డబ్బులు ఖర్చు పెట్టి డబ్బులు సంపాదించుకునే వ్యాపారస్తుడి. నువ్వు ఈ సమాజానికి ఏం చేసావు? నీ గౌరవం ఇవ్వాలి. మీరు వ్యాపారం చేసుకుని బతకండి అంతే. మీ కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ ఏముందా తెలంగాణకు? 100% మేము హెచ్చరిక జారీ చేస్తా ఉన్నాము. ఇంకా మొన్న ఇంటి ముంగట కొంతమంది వాళ్ళు జాయింట్ యాక్షన్ కమిటీ వాళ్ళు ఏదో చేసినట్టు, కానీ ఖచ్చితంగా ఇట్లనే ఇదే పద్ధతిగా మార్చుకోకుంటే తప్పదంగా కాంగ్రెస్ శ్రేణులు కూడా తెలంగాణలో మీ సినిమాలు కూడా ఆడని కొడుకని చెప్తా ఉన్నాం.
On that note, it's time for us to slip into a short commercial break. On the other side, we get to that statement by UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, who's up the attack against the Congress, saying that they've only cared about Muslims. That statement on the other side. Do stay tuned.
उस दिन सनसेट देखने छज्जे पे चढ़ा, टूट गया.
हाँ, तो किसने बोला घर की दीवार पे रॉक क्लाइंबिंग करने को?
सफीना बदतमीजी.
समझ गया. मेरे पास आप दोनों की प्रॉब्लम की मेडिसिन. इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा.
रूंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रांग नहीं. रूंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड.
you for staying with Republic. And well, a huge controversy erupted after Manu Bhakar's parents and her coach went on to make statements to the tune of how she had been ignored by the government, and that is why her name was not included in the list of awardees for the Khel Ratna Award. Although Manu Bhakar herself came out and clarified later on her social media posts that there may have been a mistake on her part on how she filed the nomination, but this is how the story has panned out.
कह रहा हूं आपको खेल रत्न पिछले 5 साल में जिनको मिला है, मैं नाम गिनाता हूं, चाहे नीरज चोपड़ा हो, चाहे मीरा बाई चानू हो, या लवलीना हो, या विनेश हो, बजरंग हो, किसी ने भी अप्लाई नहीं किया. व्हाई दे वांट नाउ फ्रॉम मनु? और वैसे भी मनु पिछले 4 साल से अप्लाई कर रही थी, कभी हुआ क्या उनका कंसीडर? वो तो होता वही है जो ब्यूरोक्रेसी बोल देती है. और ब्यूरोक्रेसी ना इस गेम को बोल रहे हैं 2036 में हम ओलंपिक वो करेंगे. खिलाड़ी कहाँ से लाओगे? ऑर्गेनाइज तो कर दोगे, खिलाड़ी भी तो होनी चाहिए ना. आप इस तरह से डिस्करेज करोगे खिलाड़ियों को तो फिर मुझे नहीं लगता. जैसे वो इंटरव्यू में पहले भी कहते थे वही है. मैं भी सभी बच्चों को यही कहूंगा, ये पेरेंट्स अपने बच्चों को ओलंपिक गेम मत दिलाओ, उनको पढ़ाओ. वो IAS IPS बनेंगे तो लाखों खिलाड़ियों के ऊपर जाके कमांड लिख देंगे, नहीं उसको खेल देना नहीं है, उसको देना है. क्यों खिलाते हैं लोग? खिलाना ही नहीं चाहिए. मेरी भी गलती है कि मैंने मनु को इनकरेज किया खिलाओ. पूरे देश के पेरेंट्स को मैं कहता हूं कि मत खिलाओ, कोई ओलंपिक खेल मत खिलाओ. पैसा चाहिए तो क्रिकेट खिलाओ, नहीं तो पावर चाहिए तो IPS IAS और UPSC तैयारी कराओ.
The point is that how can such a big achievement can be ignored? That's a question. And why? Are these people those who are in committee? Don't they know that what achievement she has got in this Olympic? She is the only athlete till now in the history of Olympics that India has got two medals in one Olympic, and that with a 4th place finish. So how can you ignore that?
Allu Arjun being targeted by Revan's cops. At 7 p.m, inside scoop on Allu Arjun's quizzing. Allu Arjun versus Congress becomes #1 national talking point. More details in tonight's edition of This is Exclusive at 7 p.m.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, masscom, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.